And we're live on air with this, a brand new episode of Non-Effort.
We did it, everyone. We did it. We're here. We're alive for another week of non-effort.
I feel rough. I don't know what I've done. I think I must have cooked myself something wrong. There's no way I can feel this bad this quickly, unless it was food, right?
No, food usually takes some time, unless it's allergies.
No.
Allergies.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I was gonna say
I think I've
Food
destroyed
poisoning
myself.
takes a while.
Yeah, I don't think it's food poisoning. I'd be like throwing up and pooing, which would be nice because then I could just get it done with and then come back.
God,
That's
I feel the
definitely
same
the way
way
that
about
works.
puking. No, man, I'm like, if I
get it out,
feel it and I know I'm gonna
get it
puke, I'm
done.
like, just fucking puke
Get
already,
it
so
done,
that it'll
and then
be.
I can just get on with the rest of my day.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Welcome to the episode, everyone.
Woohoo.
Today's episode is all about Wax
Hold on.
Stevens.
I'm not facing you, so I'm gonna change it so that I'm facing you
All right.
because it feels weird.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
Well, now I feel like you're just staring at me, and it's weird.
Oh. Oh.
You know.
What if I look over here?
Great.
Oh fuck.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Today's show is the last episode of Non-Effort that we'll do before the new show next week that I'll be running called Unknown begins for its 8-week run. We're back.
I was matching Wax face.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
The and once again, as always with Non-Effort, we've pulled some questions from the Discord, and as we hit those questions on the little tip bar on the left-hand side of the screen, we will unlock the subject and start just chit-chatting about it and see where the wind takes us. I saw some nice comments about this show on the YouTube when I was doing some scouring. I will have I have a strange relationship with YouTube comments in that sometimes I enjoy reading them and sometimes I wish I could remove them from my brain permanently.
Yeah. I feel
and-
badly because we don't often like shout out the folks on YouTube, but when I do read the really nice comments, they make my like month.
They make me feel
Yeah, they make me feel
so
really
good.
good. But just know
Alive.
that those of you who leave the really, really nice ones, like Whack has a really good habit, and I feel like, I don't know if they know this, but Whack has a really great habit of like looking at a current show that he's running, checking out the nice comments, screenshotting them, and then sending them, like putting in the group chat so the cast can see them too, which I think is really nice.
He does it for all the shows.
I'm too afraid of YouTube comments now to do that, which is crazy because they used to just make me laugh, but now I'm like, I've had some really nasty ones on my own personal YouTube channel, and now I'm like too terrified. They haven't even really been that bad on Tablestory ever. You know, the worst one was like, I hate Rin more than Stalin, and it's in my folder to cheer me up.
That's a
you know,
hilarious
like I love
one.
it so, but that's fucking great. You know, like I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just am, you know, too afraid to really be checking nowadays. But I need you all to know that when you do, those of you who do leave the really, really nice comments, like we do see them, and it really does make our day. And I apologize that I can't like go through anymore and really respond to them as much as I used to.
I just
but
wait till I'm mentally strong enough and then look at them all.
Sav does that.
And then spiral.
Yeah, no,
And then
Sav
spiral,
does
yeah.
that. Yeah, she will message me and be like, "How you feeling? Are we feeling like it's a YouTube day?" But she will like do it when there are nice ones for me. So she'd be like, "Hey, go look at YouTube today," and then there are some nice ones to respond to.
If she goes through and-
efficient.
If she gets rid of all of that's true, yeah.
Yeah,
If she gets rid of all the bad ones though, then you're free to go and check.
I don't think she does. I
Well,
think
she
she'll
should.
leave it. Well, maybe she does. I don't know actually. Oh God, does she get rid of the bad ones before I see them?
Good idea if
I
she
don't know.
does.
She might.
I used
She
to work
might.
for a very prolific YouTuber.
I know. Would you get rid of the nasty comments before you saw them?
Oh, there's way too many. I've never
No.
been subjected to online hate worse than when I worked
Yeah.
for that
Yeah,
guy.
I bet. Yep.
It
The hate
was
extended beyond that as well,
unbelievable.
right? Yeah. Yep.
And you know, it was just stuff that were about me. You know,
Yeah.
they're not like there's plenty of like justified hate,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
and there's plenty of
Yeah.
things that are just like, oh, this guy's dumb. And then there's just stuff about me that I'm like,
Yeah.
who am I? What are you even writing this for? You don't know me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely horrific. And
Yeah.
I think it has permanently traumatized me with YouTube
great.
comments.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
funny because in Twitch, water off a duck's back. People come through
For the
to the
most
channel
part,
every day and
yeah.
just they'll say the most insane out of pocket shit. Even the ones that are vicious because they're like half true and they get you. Even
You know what I
those
miss?
don't get me
Yeah.
the way that a YouTube comment does for some reason.
I
And
miss
think
the
it's trauma.
good trolls. Like, I feel like people used to, like, when I first started streaming, there were some good ones, man. There were some folks that would come in with some serious trolling, and I would laugh, and I would be like, wow, that's a really good roast. I like that. And then now it's just like, you're gay. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
boring. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's in my description down below.
Yeah,
the
like,
stream.
congratulations, you can read.
Next.
Like,
It is
yeah,
a bit of an
next.
accomplishment, though, for a lot of chatters. You have to admit.
Yeah, that's
like congratulations.
That's fair,
You
that's
can
fair.
read.
You can read.
Anyway, we were getting some nice feedback about this show. People, I think, do enjoy just hearing us natter about one of those things that goes the way that you made that noise.
I have a good story about those.
Go on then.
Those fucking boxes you turn upside down.
First of all, say
Some-
thank you to
they have-
Horace for the money because that's why we're here.
Thank you,
And we
Warren.
really,
Horace.
really have to hit that top goal today because otherwise I put so much effort into nothing and
What
it's the worst
attack
feeling.
is this? 15. Thank you for the 1569, Horace. Whack looks cute today.
That's why I made
What
him
the
read it.
fuck? What the f-
Oh.
Don't attack me. That's not all. That's not a.
I see you're wearing a Tablestory shirt as well.
Mm.
What's your hat?
She just saw the fucking this red section here, and she's like,
Yeah.
"That's the Tablestory shirt."
I know, because
I
I
need
did,
that.
I did design
What
it.
is
yeah.
the hat?
Yeah, what is the hat?
Good question. It's like a fucking. It's a Duck Commander hat.
No way!
It is.
Oh,
What's
yeah!
Duck Commander? What is that?
I think I got
was
it.
like-
So I think I got this. Did you remember the ancient emote that PB did, the moon duck? For no reason. I still don't understand why she made it. She made a moon duck emote back in ye olden times.
I remember it. Yeah.
And she's like, Whack, I made this for you. I'm like, oh, nice. Thank you. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know what this is.
I can't even
And-
remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
But I bought the hat when I saw that.
Like having a toddler that just brings you something from outside and you're just like,
Look what
"Hey,
I
cool."
made. Put it on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fridge, please.
Yeah, so I got it then. That was it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while
I
we wait
thought
for
when I
okay.
saw it, Whack, I was like, oh, that looks like a Midwestern, like a trucker hat. That looks like a
Yeah,
that
I
looks
thought
like
that's
a
what
hat
we were looking
that
at.
maybe Whack would
like a
not
fishing
wear.
hat. It
but
looks like
that makes,
a guy that goes fly fishing would wear.
Yeah. But it looks
so that
good.
I can conceal myself in the area that I live in.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
yeah,
that as
okay.
well.
Camo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Camouflage.
I put my hood up and I start rolling around, being like, "Yeah, what's good, bro?" and blah blah, and then run inside and play D&D.
Get in the manor.
Cannon in the manor. While we wait for more tips to come through, it's very important that we hit.
Wow.
It's actually very important that we hit our top goal today. It is extremely important that we hit our top goal today because we do have a new show trailer, which I think is fun and that you might enjoy. But we may have
Wait
a
a
very
minute.
special guest speaker who I
what?
think at least 3 people will be excited to see
Wait.
and hear from.
What do you mean? What do you mean guest speaker? Like
It's
they're coming in at the
exactly
very
what
end?
it says.
No. Wait. As in they're sitting on the call waiting for
They're
them.
waiting.
No.
Well,
what?
technically they're on their way.
Hi.
They're probably
Okay,
in
good.
a helicopter, if I had to guess.
Okay.
To make sure they make this the most important.
Wait, who could
Paid.
it be? No. Oh no. Oh,
The
no.
most important paid 5 minutes of their life at exactly precisely the time in which
What if
they've been
we-
hired, and I really
So
need you
wait.
guys to hit that
Well, wait a
goal
second.
before
Well,
the
hold
end of the stream.
Well,
yes?
what if it happens in the first like 40 minutes? Are they ready to come on and talk for 2 hours? I'm immediate. You've activated troll mode. Okay.
I might be able to make it happen,
Really?
but
Can you make their
I
helicopter
have no
go faster?
control over this person and their schedule. So, we'll see.
Interest.
We have...
Interesting.
I
Thank
have
you,
some
Anonymous, for
thoughts.
the 25.
by the way, these two have no idea. They
Yeah.
don't.
I
None.
was when you said we've got a new. It's important. We've got a new
Platypus, for
trailer,
the 50.
guys. I need you to know that normally when we make trailers for our shows, we share it with each other. And Whack and I haven't seen anything. Well, you haven't, right, Whack? He didn't send it to you secretly, did he?
No, he hasn't seen
Okay.
it.
He doesn't
Okay. We haven't seen it either. Hi, honey. Hold on. My cat would like some cuddles. So everything must stop immediately.
I have to say, you are in a much better mood than I thought you were going to be today. I thought
Don't
we were
talk
going to
about
have
it.
to.
Don't talk
My
about it.
God. Had to do it to her, didn't you?
Thank you so much, Anonymous, for the 35. And Pearly, thank you for the 50. Thank you, Anonymous, for the other 25. Thank you, thank you.
It's working. Thank you so much, everyone. You don't understand how much. I mean, I was really hyping up my chat and being like, please watch and support Non-Effort tonight. Please, if you were ever going to, it would be really good if you could possibly swing by and pop a little $5 tip in the chat. That would be great. Thank you so much, Francis Bourgeois. I love trains. Right.
Thank you, Anonymous,
now,
for the 20. Thank you,
Wow.
Leo Lurks, for the hundo.
damn,
You're
boy.
feeding this guy.
You have unlocked the first subject, but we were promised a story from Whack about
Yes.
and I want to hear that
yes.
before we crack on.
So they have all different versions of those sound boxes. So I don't know what they're fucking called, right? But they have versions that are animals, right? And they
No,
have
I had no
one-
idea.
Yeah, they have them for different animals. So they have one for a cow, and you turn upside down. Right? It makes
I was
exactly that
really
noise.
hoping you would keep doing that. Oh, that was
Exactly that noise.
amazing.
So, when I was working my old job, one of our regular customers was the boss's sister-in-law. She did a lot of work with us. She has a company down in the city, and she has like a fairly decent sized business down there. So she had a kid, and I hear this noise when I'm talking to her, and I'm like, what is that noise that is playing right now? And we had a good relationship, I talk to her all the time for different jobs and stuff. So I'm like, what is the noise that is playing right now? And she's like, oh God, you can hear that? And I'm like, yeah. I said,
Could
what
you
is
imagine?
it? And she says,
Holy
okay.
shit,
She
dude.
says, don't judge me. That is the breast pump.
Oh,
It's the milking machine. And I said, so I say, so have you ever heard those box sounds that,
you did not
sound
whack
like
Steven.
animals?
Whack Steven. Whack Steven. She probably peed herself laughing.
She
Yeah.
was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
She was dying laughing. And
Yeah.
I was like, it sounds exactly like the cow one.
Oh, the milking one. That's how they did it. In fact, they just stuck it up, a
was
recorder
her.
up next to a breast pump. Oh, God.
It's the exact noise.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
That was mine.
Great story. Let's
I
move
love
on
how he does
immediately.
that.
let's crack on with the first question.
Okay. My
Okay.
first question is, have I been in a game with this guest?
You?
Yes.
No,
Really?
really.
I haven't GM'd them either?
No.
Okay. Is it Liam?
PB cannot. I would love it.
I'm
but
sorry. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
What on earth would he have to say here?
I don't know, but it would be hilarious.
Hello,
It
it's
would
me,
be
Liam.
really
I don't
good.
even know what D&D is.
Oh.
I've never heard any bands before.
He doesn't know anything.
I've not played in a game with them, and I've not GM'd them.
Mhm.
Who on earth could this be?
There's nobody left.
I love PB. Couldn't deal with that.
Just not knowing? Oh, and you could? As if your
Yeah,
brain wouldn't
there's
be
loads of people
sitting
I
there
haven't
the whole
played in a
time.
game.
Many
with.
people as
Trying to
PB
figure
has
it out.
had on shows, on like any one show. She's got to
Yeah.
have covered just about everybody in the planet.
Yeah, maybe. That's
So
that's
this is-
right.
this is gonna be
Stella.
really-
I haven't GM'd Stella before, and I haven't been in a game with her. So it could be Stella.
Who knows? I have no idea.
In Oracles, you have, not in a show.
That's true.
Although
I haven't
you
been
have.
in.
we did
Yep.
stream one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's not Stella.
I'm so curious, motherfucker.
All right,
Holy shit.
first
Thanks so much,
question.
Anonymous, for the 20.
I
for
have been in a thing with
Brad.
Luxie.
For me. I want that
Huh?
money. The first question is from 54 Aquasnakes. It says,
Uh-huh.
how do you determine how many episodes a show will be?
That's a really good question.
Away you go.
Me?
Yeah, why not? You said it was a good question.
Oh, well,
You made a comment. Why don't you go first?
yeah, you go first. Okay. Well, I think for me personally, I will usually approach the length of a show based on my session 0. So for Blade Runner, for example, we kind of all sat in we sat in our session 0, and I said, this is kind of the vibe I'm thinking. I really want to do this. And how are you guys feeling about it? You guys are the dream cast for this. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do something like short, like 3, 6, or do you want to do long form where it's open-ended and we have no idea? But usually my long form shows are around 30 some odd episodes. Like, what is it that we want to do and aim for? And, what time period are we looking at? And, I'll talk to the cast about that kind of thing, about whether or not they want to go for a longer period, because when you do a long form show, it's like, it's open ended. It could go for a year, for God's sakes. So, you want to make sure that people talk about that and think about their, scheduling and timing and whatnot. And if it's something where you're like, see, I feel like I could have run Blade Runner as a shorter show, but it would have been something different would have been happening, right? Because I think there are some stories or some core elements where you say, oh, okay, this would be really good for a long form show, or this is better suited to be super short and sweet. For example, Ungodly. I feel like we could run Ungodly as a long form show, but the beauty of it is that it's like chaos packed into 6 or 4 episodes. It's like insane. And then the cast can just give 110,000% for 6 weeks and then just have a break until next summer, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's my answer for the most part.
Yeah, I just have a rule that is it long form? Honestly, that just means it's open-ended.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
I know that it won't be that long. I mean, as in it won't be like 8 years long.
Yeah.
Because I know that I won't run something for that long. So usually for me, it just means that it's going to be between like 30 and 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Which means it
Oh
runs
my
for about
God.
a year.
Yeah. If not more, yeah.
So I just sort of go with that. Otherwise, I know how long it's going to be, because if it's a short form thing, we predetermine it. We're like, okay, it's going to be 8. Like, unknown is 8. We know that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a one shot. Maybe it's just something that we do for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that really for me is my only process for that. I don't overthink it, and I run less short form stuff than you guys, because I'm normally just running long form stuff.
If I had to tell you, like, if you're a new GM and you're trying to decide between short form or long form, I would encourage you to do short form first. I think 9 episodes is the sweet spot. Is that right, Whack? I feel like you and I have talked about it and gone, yes, the sweet, like, if I could run every show at 9 episodes, I would do that. But obviously so much work and money and effort and goes into character art and stuff like that. But
So
you can tell an amazing story in 9 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, specifically, this question is directed at shows. How long should a show be?
Yeah.
I don't have a perfect show length. I don't think. I don't know if I think that 9 is really perfect. There's so many different variables that like contribute to how long a show should be. For me, those variables are first and foremost, what system are you using? Because hey, guess what? Certain systems just don't allow you to go super long. There are systems that have like, you know, you get like 5 levels and you're done, you know? So like how fast are people leveling up? Yeah, like masks. I mean, I stretched those shows as long as I could. And you know, you have a limit, and then after a certain point, it's just, you know, are you hacking the system to make this longer? Do you care if your players level up? I mean, there's a lot of factors that are involved. I'm gonna say system number 1. I look at the system and I say, okay, what can I do with this? What is the goal with this show? What am I trying to do? Am I just, hey, is this a, you know, and there's nothing wrong with any of these, but I'm looking at the system and just making judgments. Is like, am I running a sandbox fantasy world? Okay, well that is, I don't know how long that show is going to be, you know, because like if it's sandbox, open world, just go wherever the fuck you want. I'm going to see what is going on with the show, where the story is. Can I kind of lean it to one way or the other and kind of figure out an end for it? Or I'll talk to the players and I'll say, how long do we think this should go? But I usually don't have like a solid idea where that show length is. And then we look at a show powered by the apocalypse, which is generally like, hey, we have a limited number of episodes that we can do for this show. And it's usually like, I think for Identity Crisis and those shows, I was looking at like, there's a max of like 20 episodes that you can run. You can't go longer than that because the system is just not going to carry you past that. Highly dependent on the system. Number 2, what is the player availability? Sometimes the players are like, hey, I can do this show for 6 months max. Okay. So that's my time limit, or I have to figure something else out. Then there is the, what kind of story do I want to tell? What is, you know, what am I doing? You might have no limitation with the system, no limitation with the players, but you say, what is the right rough number of episodes for a show like this? What have I seen other people do? What, from my experience, feels right? So there's a lot of weird factors that get involved, weird variables that get thrown in. For example, let's look at a show like ZBO that I did. ZBO, I had a rough idea of like how long I wanted it to go. I feel like I wanted it to go around a year. Had no idea what Lancer was going to be like. Had no real concept because we had essentially an alpha document. It was like a Google Doc. I mean, you can't really tell anything from that. I just kind of had a rough idea of where I wanted the story to go, let the players run a little bit with what they wanted, and I'm like, okay, I feel like this is around the time to end this. Just kind of ended it there. You know, and gave them a little bit of a heads up. I said, like, hey, we probably got 10 episodes left or something like that. So I'd say for me, it's probably about 50 to 75% planned, and that other 25 to 50% is unplanned.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where the players will just take things in a really interesting direction, or will fuck around a lot, and you just don't know if you're going to be able to do it in the time frame. So it depends on a lot of factors. There's no easy answer. This is all improv. We do our best to try and pace things, but like sometimes it goes like in a completely different direction than you think it's going to go, and it could be really good or it could be bad, and you want to end the show a little earlier. That happens sometimes too. I've done that, where I'm just like, I don't know if the synergy's working really well, or I don't know if we've got like good numbers for this show, or maybe I don't really like the way that the story's going, or I feel like the cast might not be into it, or something along those lines. And then we'll try to wrap it up a little early. A lot of factors.
Or people are making you do full-blown geometric physics calculations on the fly, absolutely bang on to the nearest number of pi, and if you don't do it, you're in a lot of trouble online, which causes you to end a show. And then bitterly hate it, even though everyone always says it's their favorite show you ever ran.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've been traumatized. I've been traumatized by that show.
Yeah.
It's
quick question.
The ZBO curse, the mist light
Have
curse.
you run sci-fi since?
So not sci-fi. I've done sci-fantasy.
Cool. Thanks.
That's all we needed to know. You answered the question.
So upset by that.
Oh.
It was so good.
Wow. His face.
No,
dude,
I mean,
hasn't
like,
he can't change his face.
I mean,
change it.
my thanks was to the trauma. Thank you for whoever caused him to be traumatized, so that he doesn't run sci-fi anymore. Like, brutal.
Not doing it.
Yeah, I know.
I'll run.
I think that's also why.
It's scared
I think
all
that's
of us.
also
though.
why you said no to Gone too, right? Like, am I allowed to talk about that? How I asked Wack if he wanted to be in my
No, the
sci-fi show,
reason
and
he said
was
no to
like, "Doesn't
Gone-
sound like my vibe." Oh no, I feel so bad.
I love how
she has the comment saved, guys. She's got this shit
No,
in a
no, I
folder.
just-
yeah.
on
She
No,
thinks
no,
about
no,
it
no,
every
no.
day, and she
PC.
looks at
No,
it.
no,
She's
no, no,
printed
no,
it off
no,
and
no.
laminated
You
it, and she
cannot-
just
listen,
strokes it in the dark at night.
You cannot turn this around.
bloody fingers.
If anything, I feel guilty because I felt like I should have revealed something.
You know what
to
else
you.
I like is that PB went, "Can I tell this story?" and then said it anyway.
What? Well, I meant, can we talk about it?
But you
don't have
you
to.
did. Well, you've let slip
Well,
the
no.
hounds have gone now. So
Oh, okay. Well,
right, Stephen, defense rebuttal.
Why I didn't do Gone was because I looked at the
Incredibly talented
I
cast
looked-
and couldn't have compared the sum of the incredible talent that you saw.
I looked at the book for Gone for Nibiru, and I'm like, the lore is really cool, but I don't really like the rules. I don't really like
oh, you
them.
did?
I did not.
I still don't know.
No, I
him.
meant you looked at the book. Yeah, because I was going to say I would have preferred that you had not anyway. But I'm like, no, you're not allowed to look at this.
Well, you asked me to, I think.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
something that was
maybe.
involved.
He would have been
That would make sense.
second wave
I-
cast, wouldn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Where I was like, oh, I can't, kind of, I am confused
We
about
talked
this
about it for
combat
whatever
or
reason.
something like that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
I
about it
definitely,
for whatever reason.
if
you're
I
like,
don't
what do you-
understand something, I always ask Whack. I'm like, what the fuck is this rule? Will you help me?
That was the only reason.
Yep.
I would never have like cracked open the book
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
spoiled myself for
Yeah.
this. No, it was something along the lines of like I didn't really like the rules, and I think like you were telling me the cast, and I was like, that's good. I don't need to be in there.
Yeah, that
know,
sounds
like,
like a
you-
lot of
you
you.
got
I
the-
remember you being like, "That's
got this shit
crazy.
covered."
You're crazy."
I don't. Yeah, like, and I'm glad I wasn't because the show was great. I wasn't gonna.
What was
add to
before
that.
Gone? Nocturne.
Yeah.
How many were in Nocturne?
9.
No, it was 6, right?
17.
I think it started with 5, and then we added Millie, so that made it 6. There were 6 players in that.
And how many were in Gone?
So there
73.
was the original 3, and then I think we had like almost the entire cast of Nocturne in as that secondary group.
Do you need
But
to
you
leave
ha-
your house? What is going on?
Oh, it's just outside. It's just
I
the
know,
sirens
but
outside.
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's the
Is your
apocalypse.
block on
It's the end of the world. Yeah. No, but okay, so the craziest thing about that is that the reason why I approached Gone the way that I did was because we had so many episodes where in Nocturne where people were gone or going to a convention or something like that. So we had to do a lot of like not necessarily filler, but we would do like flashbacks or something like that. And so when I went into Gone, I was like, okay, we're going to have the 3 standard, and then when people are down, I'll just throw in everyone from the second line, right? But then COVID hit and no one was going anywhere, so we had everyone for every episode. It was wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was not my intention, but I'm glad it happened that way, because then the story ended up being the way that it was, and yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything. But yeah.
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
How many episodes was that?
33.
Oh yeah, of course I remember
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How many was Nocturne?
38, I want to say, but I think it was around 34-ish or 36. And then we did a couple, like we got the band back together for Ghost Grabbers. So I think it's at 38, but the show was originally
The
around 36.
original run.
Someone will be able to
37.
tell me here. 37, yeah.
And how
So-
many episodes was Kingmakers?
So Kingmakers is weird because it had
They're a
that
trilogy in
season
my
2.
brain.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. Where would you put Gone?
What do you mean?
Like,
In the
would you
timeline.
have Gone second in this trilogy?
I
Yeah.
would do it in the order it was presented.
Yeah.
Because Nocturne
27
is
episodes of
the Kingmakers. How many is that
Yeah.
altogether? I
Yeah,
wonder,
because
as a
the thing in the
trilogy?
Kingmakers, that's a reference to Gone.
That's the
And
thing,
then there's
is
things
that
in
there's
Kingmakers that are referenced to Nocturne. So you
Kingmakers
need
has
to
to
see
be
them
last.
both. Yeah, Kingmakers has to be last. That makes sense.
Too
to me.
anonymous for the $8.
You're correct.
Thank you,
It's
thank
also
Thank you,
like
thank you, thank you.
the killer trilogy of horror, sci-fi, fantasy.
Fantasy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each one of them has sort of a modern day element. You know?
Yeah. With Kingmakers, I really just wanted to run like a fantasy for mercs. Like I wanted to run her in Lord of the Rings, but I was too afraid to do anything remotely close to Lord of the Rings. And I'm so glad because Whack fucking
know, yeah, then-
destroyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
hard when you know that you want to run
Yeah.
someone through a particular, like you have a particular
Yeah, her favorite
person.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. You know the hardest
I attacked. I went right after him.
Yeah, dude, it
like,
was yeah,
we're
it
gonna
was
do Harry
fucking
Potter
perfect.
and we're gonna do fucking Ashes of the Suck on that merch.
Yeah.
She's been
I love
spoiled,
you.
hasn't
Take
she?
it. Yes, she has.
Spoiled.
Yes, she has.
Let's
We
spoil
love the shit out of
let's
her.
spoil someone else instead next. What about Leah?
Leah.
Well, you're spoiling Leah right now, right?
There's
We're in the
only
current
there's
process?
a particular reason that I try and spoil Leah, even though I
We
go
fought over Leah on our recent casting, Brad and I, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to cast her again? You just had her in Cura. Like, allow me a chance.
got so
And then he was like,
moody.
no. Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, I'm not talking to you for a week.
I well
I didn't even get a vote, Leah. I didn't get anything.
you can't have it. You can't have it.
They're just
booked
gonna
up. She's
fight
fully booked.
over you.
She's fully booked.
And I'm like,
Oh,
all
she's
right, I
here.
guess what
That's
the
why
fuck
I brought
ever.
her up. She wandered into the chat 5 minutes
fuck
ago. The funny thing with
Fucking hell.
with Leah is that I cast her into something when we didn't know it. She was a blind cast on a recommendation.
She wasn't a total blind cast. It
It was a recommendation.
It was a recommendation, and then you and I just like went through all of her socials like
We
freaks.
we went onto her Instagram, and she had a Tonberry plushie, and we said she's in.
And like I wish she was joking, you guys, but we were like, oh, she likes Final Fantasy.
She's gonna be fine.
Yep, she's
one of us.
She's gonna be fine. She's in.
So then I cast her in
God.
Mistlight, and then Mistlight was horrendously.
Well, we fought over her then too, actually, because we were going
you
through
Riv for
stuff,
the
and
20?
then I was like, if you don't cast her, I'm gonna cast her, and then you were
Yeah,
like, get
well,
back, get
yeah.
back, get away.
Well, it was Fairlight that recommended Leah. Fairlight and Leah had known each other. I had never seen Leah ever before. I probably bumped into her in a club into 2013 in London somewhere because we were hitting all the same scenes, but I had no idea who she was. And because Fairlight was already cast for Mistlight, because I had already typecast him as Will. I just needed to fill the other cast members up. And he was like, what about this chick? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe. But then Leah had the best time of her life on Mistlight, and then it was cancelled by Wax Steven due to budget constraints.
You're welcome.
Yep.
And
no warning either.
guilt.
Just fucking totally
Guilt.
co-bared it.
And then I felt so guilty because Leah loved it so much. And it felt to me like I walked in and just shot her puppy in the head.
Well, you kind of did.
Well, it was my puppy too.
Yeah.
But
So you shot your puppy.
I
that
don't
you shared
mind.
Together.
I can handle my own pain, but failing other people, honestly,
yeah,
it doesn't
for sure.
feel. It probably
100%.
doesn't seem like it to the average layman watching anything I produce or say or do. But it kills me. It burns me alive.
Yep.
So then I quit GMing.
Yeah, actually, though, guys.
You
And
really
then
did.
it made me
No,
quit.
for real. We're so lucky that he is GMing again, because the conversations that we had were very like, I'm done. I'm done
done. I
now,
was out.
and
Quit.
I'll still, obviously I'm still gonna do table story
I
stuff,
was
but
like,
like I'll
I'll
write
do-
or
Yeah,
whatever,
I'll
but
just
I'm
do all the
done
bitch boy
GMing.
behind the scenes stuff. Then I sort of, luckily, Oracle's Rest saved me.
Yep.
And then we did Star Wars. Can't remember why we did Star Wars, but someone made me do it. Was it you, Rack?
Yep.
It was
It
Whack.
was a whack.
And
And I was against it at first. I was like, how dare you trap him when you know he doesn't want to GM anymore? And Whack was like, PB, shut up.
let me do this thing.
Yeah, let me do
He
this.
did
for him.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
he Mr. Miyagi me.
Yeah.
And then so then when I was like, I'm gonna run another D&D thing, I had to put Leah in it.
Yes.
Because I was like, I have to make it up to her. This is like a makeup show, like
Yeah.
I have to put her in something else. And just, I promised myself that I would finish it. And because I was like, I have to really try to make Leah
Yeah.
enjoy it. And then at the end of Cura, Leah sent me a message that was, she sent me this really long,
Am I going to cry?
it made me cry because it
Oh,
said
no.
that she
I feel
fucking,
like it's a good bet.
she
It's a good
hated
bet.
it.
Am I
She
gonna
thought it was the
cry? PB
worst.
asking that.
She thought it was the worst
97%
thing she'd
chance.
ever played in. She wishes that I had never invited her to it. She doesn't like me as a
I-
person. She doesn't like me
I'm
as a
emotional. I'm emotional.
GM. No,
on
Leah
your
did
behalf.
send me, and it wasn't a big long message or anything, but she did send me one message that changed me as a human being on the
Yep.
inside. And then,
Man.
and
Yeah,
then,
players don't know the power they have.
don't know.
Man.
well, because
they
they
have
never
no
message you
idea.
most of the time. Like a lot,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
rare that you have a player that's extremely involved and is very
Greg.
like a Greg.
Greg has added years to my life.
PB,
man.
you're one of them. You do it.
Oh,
Oh, so Greg's the one we have to blame?
Greg, you got to have a Greg. You got to have a PB. Someone who is messaging you like all week, like I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to do this. Can I do this? What if
Yeah.
this happens? What if? And this is actually really interesting. One of the things I thought that was interesting about how you wrote this thing in. Most players, because they get, I started crying. Most players, because they get, I don't know it well, because they're in the game.
almost puked. Just
And
now.
I'm like this too. By the way, I'm not like this. I'm this player too. Because you're in the
yes,
game.
he is. Yeah.
No. I'm not like you guys. I'm a
Yes,
little
you
bit.
are. Yes, you are.
When you're in
Yes,
the
you are.
game, you've engaged with the game directly. Why would you message afterwards about it? You were in it, you know? So you just go, okay, now I've got to go get some
What?
dinner, and then I'm going to go.
You absolutely do that. You absolutely do
I don't think
that.
I do it to the
Yes, you
extent that
do.
you and Greg do it. Maybe a little more than the average player. So yeah, players do have a lot of power, I think, over just a little message to your GM that's like, this was really good, I really enjoyed that, or whatever. If something stands out, because most GMs, I think, have massive imposter syndrome, and they put a lot of time and effort into this stuff, and then like, I spend a lot of weeks, even with a cast that I know are enjoying it, but if no one says anything to me for a few weeks,
Bro, if
I start
somebody
getting in my own head. I'm like, oh, they really don't like it, and I should probably start changing stuff. And then I start getting crazy, because then I'm like, they might be really enjoying it, but I'm now fundamentally changing things because I'm like scared that they're not enjoying it. Which is a bit of a danger. Anyway, Leah did send me a nice message during or towards the end of Cura, I think it was. And I was like, well, there we go. I have at least somewhat repaid the devastating pain. And then I was like, it would be kind of fun. I love the concept of the same cast of people doing a different
Me too. Me
thing.
too. The fucking anthology bullshit, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
The like American Horror Story where they just play different characters and do a different story, but it's the same chemistry and same crew.
That
shit is awesome.
I love that. I've always wanted to, if I had a TV, if you gave me a budget and you were like, this is going on TV, the show I would write would be 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
It would be the same cast and the same people, but every season would be a completely different genre.
Yeah.
That's I would love to just experience that.
Yep.
But it's actually it's a story that continues on though. Like it's not a complete refresh every it's the same characters who have already been through season 1 and then they go into a new genre. There are some examples of that out there. But I just thought it'd be really fun if like we saw this.
Some Brad.
It's got Daniel Radcliffe in it. God,
Harry
what's it
Potter?
called? No, it's a TV show. He's
so
like an
sorry.
angel.
I'm so sorry.
He's like an angel in heaven.
Oh.
And it has Steve Buscemi as
What?
God in it, and they do
Oh,
that.
that's
in that.
amazing.
Miracle Workers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's easy watching. Anyway, I thought it would be really fun because Cura. The thing with Cura is it was quite dour of a show. It was quite like a because
And
it was the
Miss Light
end of the
wasn't?
world. Yeah, no, it was, but I'm just just talking about Cura on its own. And I had now run Leah through 2 dour, devastating, just like be sad shows. The only other show she was on was Kingmakers, Be Sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just thought, it'd be nice if we saw not just Leah, but this cast really just sort of play in a much more lighthearted thing and just like, and I knew I wanted to let loose.
I want
a
to
bit,
put her in a comedy, dude.
Full comedy,
She'd be
Leah's funny.
fucking insane, dude. I know.
And
I
it's
know.
incredibly underutilized here on Tablestory. So I thought it would be cool if we put that crew into a different thing because Cura was Cura is just a metaphor for death and depression coming to get you.
Let's not talk about that.
That's what it is. It's the whole point of the
I
show.
know. That's great, but I'm currently
And I was
don't
like,
want to think about
I
that
don't
right now.
want to do that again. I want to do something that's like a bit more lighthearted, feels a bit more whatever. And the first thing that happens in side quest is a character just gets annihilated.
Yeah.
And we laughed in her face.
Yep. Oh, it was really bad.
Not just laughed in her face, but like ground her into
Yeah.
the fucking dirt like a fine paste.
And do you know what's happened? Is I owe her again. Straight away, I'm starting now in debt
You're
again.
now immediately like, oh,
Because
well, I got to
in
do
here.
something where...
And I'm fucked. So now I want to put her in another thing. No, I'm not putting her in the next show. No one from Side Quest will be coming back for my next show because I have learned they get too comfortable. You do 2 years with the same cast, they get too comfortable. They start running rings around you. They are chaos incarnate. I am not doing that again. You know what's also so funny is I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if we got the Curacast to do this whole thing again? So I asked them all, do you want to be in it again? And Leah went, yeah, I would love to be in the next thing you run. Maya went, yeah, I would love to be. Orkish went, yeah, I would love to be. And then Mergs went, no. And I went, well, this is fuck the whole thing. Now, what do you mean? What do I do?
Yeah.
There's no point. I'll recast everyone then. But three of you have said yes. Now I'm stuck with fucking Leah, Maya, and Orkish. And I don't even want them.
Like,
I would have cast Faye. Like everyone else. In all the shows this year.
Oh.
Tune in for special guest Phelan in upcoming episodes of Side Quest.
And Deathless. She's been fucking
That's what I mean. She's in
dude.
everything. That's why she's in. She's going to be in Side Quest. I'm not kidding. I've already told her. She knows. She's booked.
Yeah.
Exclusive. Please give us some more money so that we can move on.
There's only so much filler that we can do here, folks. Just a reminder,
Also,
this is our chill show.
Also, and I know.
We desperately need money.
I know it's like, hey, just talk about it. You know? What do you mean give us money for entertaining you? But also, the top of the bar there, new show trailer, which I swear to God you will love. Please let me show you it. These two haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Please. You don't understand.
Okay.
Sent you a dick pic. Please respond.
Yeah.
It's got
Also,
that energy.
A special guest speaker will be arriving. Maybe I should check if they're here. Hold on.
Oh, shit. It's the dog.
Wait a minute. 100%. Hold on. It has to be like Liam or Meyer or Leah. It can't be Leah. Leah's in the chat unless she's like downstairs on her phone.
Maybe,
oh my God.
Maybe
well,
it's
couldn't
Kevin.
be. Well, it couldn't be Leah or Meyer because then Brad would have lied to me by saying I've never
He's
GM'd
still
them.
being 3D printed, okay? But
is it a robot?
It's Merlin. He's back. We said that we were going to resurrect him. I mean, also, imagine I was 3D printing a robot. Also, here's the thing. Even if in the other room I was 3D printing a robot, do you think it's just going to come out and I'm going to know what the fuck to do with it immediately? Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, just... Is it a robot? The most insane person we have ever known. Like, we let this person have access to all of the channel stuff.
Holy shit. All the passwords.
The passwords, the bank shit. She is a lunatic.
Literally believed it, by the way. Like,
I mean,
convinced
just...
herself. Convinced herself. First that Brad bought... First that Brad bought a 3D printer.
3D printer, yep.
And it was big enough to actually create a robot. Then believed that it would be a robot.
I thought maybe he'd be like 3D printing, a robot from one of the shows or something. It's not like I thought it would be an actual functioning robot.
All right.
Just like a little... Just like a little desk design or something. A little
the next question.
A little pot holder.
It's gonna be the moo cow.
Moving on.
Moo cow box.
The next question submitted by Silicon is...
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 10, and Anonymous for the 25 for super secret guest speaker Orkish.
Orkish.
It can't be Orkish. I've GM'd him. Guys, please.
What was the question again?
Nobody really GMs Orkish,
listen,
though.
This never happens. I am asking you. I am pleading for you to hit the fucking goal so that you can give me the answer to this thing that's in my brain eating away. Who could it possibly be? This fucking guest speaker. Please help me. Okay, please, you may continue.
This question was submitted by Silicon, who said, do you have a voice for TTRPG characters that you play already picked out in your mind, or do you come up with their voices based off your own vocal range? So this is for as a GM, right? Not as a character that we play.
Well, it says character voices, Brad.
Well, I know, but do you have a voice for TTRPG characters
I'm sorry, I was just
that
giving
you
a
play already picked out in your mind? Or do you come up with a
Such a
voice
whack
better? They're
Steven
talking about from a
response.
GM NPC
It was just me
standpoint,
giving him a hard
Stole my
not from a
line.
player character
His
standpoint.
face too. He was like, "Wait, what?"
I'm unwell. And
I know, I'm
have,
sorry.
You don't understand how stressful it
I
is.
do
The stress I'm under
understand.
right now
I just
is
wanted
beyond
to
anything
poke
you can
you.
understand. And you're going to be so
don't-
sorry the way you
I don't
treated
think
me.
so. Really? Who is it? Tell me who it is. God damn it.
This person, I'll give you a clue if you just
No,
calm
you
down.
can't give me a clue.
All right,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm calm.
Calm down, woman.
This
I'm calm.
person
What's the clue?
is scary. Okay. And it scares me.
Scary.
It's
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 33 and
your
special for
dad?
the $10. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Is it Kevin? Is Kevin here?
it's my father. Is that what you're asking? Is it my dad?
That's what I said. Yeah,
Oh
I said,
my
"Is it your
God.
dad?"
That'd be amazing.
And you didn't react, so
Yeah.
bro, for a second, I was like,
It would be. I don't even know why.
No, we can't.
Imagine.
We
So-
would
We
completely
cannot.
disassociate. PB and
It
I
would
would just be
be
like, whoa.
Insane.
yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
truly insane. So do you have
Oh, wait.
TTRPG characters' voices picked out in your mind, or do you come up with them based on your own vocal range? I mean, surely you have to come up with them based on your own vocal range anyway. That's one for PB. She has 2 voices that she does. Do them.
"What?
Do your 2
Which 2?
voices. One
Oh,
of them
you
is
mean
Pa.
two- Oh, par like this?
Yep. And then the
Very
other one
like-
is French.
This one.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
They sort of
I-
sound.
Southern.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you-
I do.
I know,
I do
yeah, you
Southern
you
and I do Irish.
Southern. I would say you attempt Irish.
Oh, that's nice of you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I appreciate that.
I got to keep you grounded because you're
Only-
spinning out too
only
much.
played-
You're like Beyblade.
Only
in it.
played
Thank you, Anonymous,
Sparks
for the 20. Much
3 years.
appreciated.
That's cool. Great.
No.
It's like
You
the
think you'd
my
be better
longest.
at it by now.
Yeah, I know. The longest accent I've actually done, and just kill me. Just kill me.
you
Just
think
kill
you'd like
me.
look up like a TikTok about how to do it?
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yep.
No, I
think I
can't do
would,
any accents either.
done
I'm not
that
that
by
good
now.
at them. And Whack is is better, but not as good as he thinks. You know what I mean? That's the thing with Whack. He is better at accents and voices than I am, but he's not as good as he thinks he is. And that is how you compliment someone as Brad Wogto, everyone. you can't
Excellent.
be a full compliment, otherwise you'll cry.
You can give
That's the problem
somebody
with being me.
give somebody some brand new Air Jordans, but you got to just like dip them in a little bit of shit.
If I don't
you know,
dip
just
them in a
like-
little bit of shit, I'll cry. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is that I have to immediately ground myself. That's what's happening. If I'm like, Whack is really good at what he does, and it sounds that I'm about to cry, so I have to immediately be like, but he's not that great. I mean, or I will fucking lose my shit. I'm the same as PB, but I have this insane like fucking barrier that comes down immediately. PB will just be like, is it a robot? And then she's crying. Whereas I go, is it a robot? Oh, that would be stupid. It can't be a robot because robots are lame. Otherwise, I'll start crying. It's the same disease, and I have it too. Now,
Yeah. I believe that.
PB,
Now, who is it?
how many accents do you have?
This
is not the question.
This wasn't the question.
Yeah,
at all.
that's not the question.
I'm asking
I'm just trying to
PB my
attack
own
PB with
personal
this.
question because it's going somewhere. I'm building up to something.
Is it how many accents that I can do, or how many I would feel comfortable doing on a show?
Go. That's a big question as well.
Yeah. I would say I think I have about 5 or 6 that I could probably do comfortably on a show, or just comfortably in general. But I don't default to doing those on a show because I'd be more willing to do a character voice as a character in a show than as a GM, because when I'm GMing, I'm doing a million other things, and it's too easy for me to lose it when I'm then have to drop the accent to go, oh yeah, and you see this or you see that, and then go back into it. So like when I'm picking an NPC character that I know is going to be a little bit around for a while, I'll probably pick one of my, accents that I feel more comfortable doing and can slip in and out of, whereas like, like I can do Sparks' Irish pretty solidly in my head or whatever. But if I were to try like a Northern or a more Western Irish, I can do it, but it's probably not going to be something I'll probably slip into Sparks, or if it's too close, then I'll
Tell
slip.
you what, I wouldn't.
Slip.
I remember. The
I just
Now, do you remember when you were working on and you asked me to help you workshop a Lithuanian Italian accent? You wanna
No, it
talk
wasn't
more
Italian.
about that?
You
Did you
made
want
up
to
the
talk more
Italian.
about that?
Yep, I said Czech. I want to do a blend between maybe Russian and Czech, and he sent back Italian. It was amazing.
I didn't hear it correctly.
It was so good, dude. Like I was like, what is happening right now? But this is the best thing
Anakin.
ever.
I did. I full Anakin.
Yep. He full Anakin. It was amazing. So that was awesome. And I can do it alone. But the second Meyer was in the scene with me doing his, because he did a drummer voice, I defaulted into something that like my French because it was easier and I'm used to.
I've done it so many times. I've also
It's so annoying, and now I'm like, well, I guess now that's this character's voice.
I'm the exact same as you with everything you just said. If I'm comfortable with it, then I can just bang it out whenever. But if I'm not, then I know that I'll fuck up the whole scene.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it on SideQuest.
And then you get anxiety about the accent versus
I've been doing it on
scene.
SideQuest where I've been doing accents that or like voices that
oh,
I'm
yeah,
less
that you
comfortable about.
You're fucking Southern.
I've been trying
Georgia,
to do French.
you
I've been trying to do
asshole.
American, different
Your
American
French was really
dialects.
good too. The way that I have like dropped my phone, gotten up and been like ranting around pacing around my apartment. I'm so mad that you had these accents.
I don't have them.
I'm not kidding, Whack.
I don't.
No, because
them.
he'll be like, I can't do a French accent, and then he fucking spits like the most beautiful French accent out on SideQuest. I was like, and then also
Brad
like,
jokes,
I can't do an American accent.
Brad jokes about my rage. But PB's got like
oh,
the really true rage.
I do. I have true rage.
Stomping around the
listen to
apartment.
me. Yeah. Listen.
Oh no.
It
I'm
isn't
not,
fully that I can't do it. It's the thing that you're saying where you don't.
I know.
You're like,
You don't feel
I could lose
comfortable
this at
doing
any moment. I did it in the last episode of SideQuest. The character had like an American accent, and then for like a whole scene she was English. And then I remembered halfway through and had to turn her back into an American.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do this at like a spur of the moment like this. Can you do the Southern one that you were doing where I freaked the fuck out? Do you remember? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Because you actually have multiple Southern, which blew my mind. This bitch like, I can't do an American accent. Maybe you mean like, I don't know, Midwestern? Because
I don't know what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are certain characters that I aim for certain voices. I mean, I can attempt it now, but I don't feel well, and I know with it. Whenever someone tells you to do something, you're like,
yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah. The sheriff and the priest. Do the sheriff.
The sheriff.
Thank you. Yep.
Is he's just kind of like that, right? I'm gonna tell you one thing now. Next time you step on in here.
That was it.
Yeah, that
it's
kind of.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
It's the Hia. You did that properly, kind of and people cannot do that properly very well. And he did that live. That was the first time I'd heard him do that accent. I was.
It's
so
a little
mad.
easier when I have like. The thing is, I can also. It's a little easier to practice with something like because that guy is an orc.
Sorry, Whack. Yeah.
So I've been trying. So I have this thing on, so I get to put this on a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it covers it a little.
More. You did it there too.
So
fucking
like
ridiculous.
That's what. But do you know how I was learning that? I watched the whole of like Yellowstone and shit. Like I just watched all these like. Okay. I know they're Texan.
I haven't seen Yellowstone, and they're Texan, which you can also do.
But it's stages.
But the one that you're doing right now is not.
No, I know, but it's stages. Yeah. Like I can't just jump. I had to go from English voice, my voice, to American general.
Yeah.
Then I have to go like Southern, then Texan, then I can start picking apart. You know, because I can't just jump straight into a dialect. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
So I've been practicing, and then I promised with SideQuest that I would engage some different accents if I could, and that they wouldn't be as accurate, and I'd forget them, and I'd fuck them up.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do. It's really hard
Yeah.
it's really hard. I think it's hard to do. We don't have professional vocal coaches to help us learn this stuff.
No.
We just have to practice in our kitchen while
Yep.
baking cookies, and then the show is
Yeah.
on. And you're also going, okay, so you step into a chamber. There are like 4 different jet streams of water sending water into the room. If you were to step in front of these, it would really hurt. You walk over to a platform that has a musical note that's playing over and over and over again. And then you have to go, there are 3 people in the room. And you know that one of them has an English accent, one of them has an American accent, one of them is Irish.
Yeah.
It's so much harder than if you
Yeah.
go, my character in this show is going to be Irish.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to make him Irish every week. And I'm going to that's
Yeah.
the only one thing I have to concentrate on. When I was
And, like,
learning
there's-
Grimshaw
Yeah.
for Leech,
Yeah, I was gonna say you did a northern, or wait, no,
that was Southern.
You
I was
did-
aiming for
you
Limerick.
did Dublin. Yeah, but yours was more Dublin sounding.
Grimshaw
I
was
think.
the Tar was Dublin. I was kind of going for Dublin and fucked it up. I remember with Tar, I was going for Dublin. Didn't
Yeah.
know what I was doing. Just ended
Like,
up doing
maybe
Irish.
maybe
Grimshaw, I was
mistaking
listening to a
Grimshaw then.
podcast.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
The
much,
Blind
Raycor,
Boy
for the 15.
podcast.
Just a reminder, the PB doesn't know the guest speaker.
That's true.
God damn
PB
it.
will know of the guest speaker, but doesn't know them yet.
Wait, what?
Kevin, it is.
It's my father.
What is happening?
I was listening to a podcast. This is another thing that I think is a
You know
good
of them?
tip for certain people. I
What?
listened to a podcast called the Blind Boy podcast, and then
Good job, Raycor.
my internal thinky brain
Yeah.
voice became Blind Boy, who is
Oh yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
somewhere near Limerick.
Yeah,
That's how I can do it. I can't do that as a GM though,
yeah.
because I've got too many things to think about, so I can't think in
Yes,
just
yeah,
one voice
yeah. Yep.
for an hour before a show.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I have to fall back on the accents that I'm comfortable doing, which don't even have dialects. You know, like I do
Yeah.
Scottish pretty comfortably, and I think my Scottish accent's pretty good.
Mhm.
But if you're Scottish, you'll be able to tell that it isn't a particular dialect. I kind of aim for Glasgow,
Yeah.
and I can soften
Yeah.
it and make it more like Edinburgh-y. But Scottish people will pick it apart immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with Irish, American,
Yeah.
you know, and then
Thank you,
people
Anonymous, for the 25.
when
Mhm.
as somebody who is English native, the Americans who are like, I can do the best English accent ever.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God, that was so real. I thought you were actually sneezing.
You did
Acting.
sneeze.
Oh, okay.
Who's acting? The thing my father wouldn't let me do,
Oh fuck.
which will be my first question for him.
Oh my God. What do you think of me now?
People doing an English
Dad?
accent, Americans who do a very good English accent will betray themselves, even when it's very good. And I think that the moment I attempt any accent, because I'm like, I think this is really good,
Yeah.
but I know
yeah.
for a fact if I was from the place where I'm attempting to do this accent from, it's dog shit.
Well, okay.
And that
have you,
that hurts me as a bit of a perfectionist. Not that
Haven't
perfectionist,
you had-
but kind of.
people come in and be like, "Oh, you're not this character, or you're not."
I have, but I've also
I was gonna
given
say, I think
I've
you
also
got that
given
with
Wax
Tar,
Steven
didn't you?
compliments that I don't actually
No, but I
believe.
mean,
I
like,
just say
people
them so
that-
he feels better about himself, but actually his penis
Staving
is
things
very
off for
small.
another week.
Yeah.
His,
Yeah. Yeah.
his
Yeah.
penis is on the micro penis
Yeah.
scale of things. And freakishly angled in a very
Oh, wow.
unfun looking way for anyone involved with that thing.
Okay.
It's like a spike, but you know, like a little thumbtack. Like it's weird and metallic in color, which is like, why did you
I spray paint.
Bad drink.
he spray paints it every day? A weird thing.
It's like it's the fucking shit that the guy sprays on his mouth.
Yeah.
That's
Witness
it.
me!
Whack getting ready.
He sprays on
Whack,
his-
whack standing at the end of your bed after a hinge date, fully naked. He steps out from the bathroom. Witness me. Sprays it and jumps in. You know what? I could be into that, to be honest.
Gotta
think-
leave my mark.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't spray it. Yeah, the accents for me are exactly what PB said in general, though, in terms of questions. I have some that I'm very comfortable and I know I can just like pull out of the hat immediately. And some where I feel like I have like, it's almost like, you know, when like in a video game, you're like learning a skill and you're watching, there's a bar underneath it where you have to learn the skill or you have to do it a certain amount of times and then it will be permanently learned by that character. For me, it feels like that with a lot of accents. I have quite a few that are like that, but the problem with those is that sometimes, and the example that you made me do earlier on of like that particular like deep southern accent, there are days when I'll be able to do it absolutely perfectly and there's no I have no idea why, and then there'll be days where I simply cannot. I just simply cannot do it. And the danger with a show is that if I make a key NPC have that accent and then on that day I can't do it, I've ruined the show.
Yeah.
You know, most people wouldn't care, but I would.
Yeah.
And I don't risk that a lot of the time. Luckily for me, side quest is dog shit. So I get to just completely throw.
That's not true.
It's the worst show we've ever done.
Amazing.
Yeah, but that's just branding.
I'm actually going to rebrand the entire show as like the worst show ever that we've ever done. Absolutely horrendous.
That's the way I take it. It's like you're trying to sell it as the worst show you've ever done.
When we have the funding,
that's the ad.
Whack.
Yeah.
I actually have the most amazing idea for re-character artworking them.
I'm sorry, side quest? Re-character?
Here's what I'll do. I'll show while Whack is answering this question, I will grab the print screen of the conversation I had with Murgles and show you two what I want to do with side quest for the mid-season rebrand.
Oh my god.
Wax Steven, do you have a voice for TTRPG characters that you play already picked out in your mind, or do you come up with their voices based off your own vocal range?
So I'm like the worst person to ask this fucking question.
I think you might be the best person.
I don't. Well, definitely will be insane, but that's just because of my fucking brain. But the answer is so all the voice stuff that you hear me do on shows and whatnot, I don't watch any videos. I don't like look at any training shit. I just think about it, what I want it to sound like, and I just do it.
That's what I do, but how do you guarantee it's going to come out correctly? You must practice it before.
I really don't practice very much. But
do you not? Do you do this then? Here's
so here's what I.
Do you attempt it and it comes out, and you go, oh, I can do it.
I attempt it, comes out, and sometimes it's so far off, I'm like, not even worth it.
Yeah, I'll never get there.
I can't, like Australian, I can't do a good Australian accent. I can't do Dutch. I can't do South African.
Oh, South African kills me because I know it's
South African, Dutch, and Australian are the ones that, like, right off the top of my head, I know I'm not going to be able to do those.
I reckon you could do Australian because you can do London, England. The only reason I can kind of do Australian
that one I would really have to practice.
If you practice Cockney more, you'll be able to get to Australian, I think.
Yeah, like, because like I can do nar, you know. That's the base.
You also sound like you were trying to shove something up your asshole. Yeah, just make it into an actual word, and you've got the accent.
It's you come up with like a base word or whatever, and then I can kind of figure it out. But I'll generally try to do one, see how it sounds, and then I'll just say, nope, not doing that. But I don't spend like a ridiculous amount of time on this stuff. The only time that I have done that, the only time, is when I did Witchcraft and Wizardry. That's it.
Oh yeah, because you wanted to get a specific actor and sound.
Yes.
That was
so
crazy
I
good.
I listened to the audiobooks, and I was like, I really love the way, you know, Jim Dale does these voices. I really love, because there's two narrators for the Harry Potter books. And you know, obviously this was before all the fucking controversy and everything and horrible shit she said. But the Jim Dale did a version, Stephen Fry did a version, and they both had characters that I liked more. So I listened to both of those audio book versions, and I found out that I could do the Hagrid voice very easily.
Dude, it was I will never forget episode 1 of that when you just whipped out Hagrid voice, and I was like, oh, I had you up on the TV, and I was shouting again. I was instantly in a rage. Unbelievable! They're so lucky they get to play in their favorite fucking world, and if I was Miranda, I'd be crying instantly. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
So Hagrid, I knew I could do very easily, but like McGonagall.
Oh, God.
McGonagall, I wanted to make sure that I could do. And yeah, there's a few voices that I've practiced, but they're really for like well-established characters. Otherwise, I don't really do practice. Sometimes, like Brad said, he'll be like, oh yeah, practicing the kitchen. Sometimes I'll get in like a weird headspace when I'm doing the dishes or some shit. And I'll just to like occupy my mind, I'll have like a little fucking, conversation with myself, like a crazy person, as in character, because I'm like, oh, I'm just in a mood or whatever, and I'm just trying to not be bored while I'm washing the dishes. And sometimes I'll do stuff like that. But I don't I'm not practicing character voices or anything before a show starts. I genuinely just say, how do I I'm not trying usually to do a lot of accents. I'm usually trying to do speech patterns. I think those are more important.
Yeah,
and
cadence.
I don't think people think about that a lot when they do voices. They're like, I'm just going to give this character an accent.
That's really hard. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you have to give them a spirit, right? And you have to.
I think it's harder to do accents for people. I think accents are way harder for people to do than
cadence is way harder. Are you kidding me? People especially in improv. At least when you've got a script, you can go, okay, how am I going to change the way this sentence is spoken? But when you're improving, of course you're going to speak in the cadence that you normally speak in for the most part, or you're going to default to it.
It's not for me.
Oh,
so
wow.
Again,
okay.
Weird brain.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I process audio stuff different, I think. And so cadence is way easier for me to change. I can kind of like choose the cadence based on the way that the character's acting.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand in my head. So like, for example, Neville, when I played Neville on Witchcraft and Wizardry, he's got he's stuttering a
Ozzy Osbourne.
And he's
he accidentally did Ozzy Osbourne. Now do Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
now do an impression of Ozzy Osbourne.
He's a little nervous.
Then do
all the time.
Then do now make it Ozzy Osbourne.
No.
You can now do a perfect Ozzy Osbourne off the back of Neville.
Yeah, I'm also I am curious if we could do an example of cadence switching, because maybe I think you're talking about a different form of cadence switching than I'm talking about. Because is yours pacing, or are you talking about the inflection on certain words changing?
Well, inflection on certain words, as well as the way that a character sort of changes their sentence structure.
Yeah.
Changes their sentence structure.
It's the Jim Carrey approach. Jim Carrey wasn't doing impressions. He was just like, he says that like he just embodies the person. He just takes he takes their spirit and he becomes them. He just puts on their skin.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what Whack does. Yeah. 100%.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh, interesting.
I'm usually not approaching by the accent unless it's like, I don't know, sometimes it'll vaguely pop into my head and like, oh, I should do this. Like I'm not putting lots of thought into it. Like I'm just not doing that.
It's mimicry, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of mimicry. I'm just thinking like personalities. And then what I will typically do is I will say, do I know any actors that do that?
Yeah, that do it this way, yeah.
What characters did they play that did that? And then sometimes I'll combine characters that have been done in my head. And I try and combine their goals, try and combine their motivations. And then the voice just comes out.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Sorry.
I'm going to post in our little group.
Yeah.
what I was previously talking about.
Um,
And then I'm going to ask if everyone would be willing to send us some money. That would be great. We have about an hour and 7 minutes.
Brad is really trying to get this special guest speaker because if PB doesn't know who this person is in the next 10 to 15 minutes, her head will explode.
Yeah.
We have an hour and 7 minutes.
There's blood trickling out of her ears right now. You just can't see it because she's got a headset on.
Try and reach
her hair
our
is
goal
covering
for this evening. It would be great if we could reach that goal. It's
where did you post this?
Oh, it didn't send.
All I saw is you making fun of me. Okay,
Yeah, I
wait.
did. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, tell me this isn't
Yes.
the greatest idea.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I saw it and was like,
100%.
oh, you motherfucker, I have to do
100%.
that.
Yep. Absolutely must do it. You must do it. You must.
Okay, there you go.
There's
You
no
saw it here
question.
first. PB
Mhm.
signed off on it. All
Yep.
right.
Holy shit.
We have an hour and 6 minutes to try and reach our goal. Of
Okay.
course, this
Not possible.
is this will be funding upcoming shows as well.
Dad, think about our pets.
It will
You don't
be.
do it. I love my. Don't you love my cat too?
No,
I
stop
love my
it.
cat.
Stop it.
Oh, she's so sweet. Every time I see her when I wake up, I just want to
Stop.
You are
I
the
hate
people
it.
that don't allow it to happen. Why?
For just a few more bucks, we can change the subject.
Please stop him from crying. Yeah.
Literally,
still
what Brad
do
and I are
like-
messaging each other when PB does it.
I know, yeah.
Oh, what?
Anyway, we have a new show
Stop her from
starting
crying.
next week. You might enjoy it. It has some elements of this show have truly broken budget beyond belief. And it would be great if we hit our goal this week just to help offset some of the incredible damage I've done to the budget with the upcoming
I've done. Wow, I love that this is how you're telling us.
promotional with the promotional
Oh, I spent a little bit more than I should have,
the
maybe.
promotional budget for the upcoming episode of Tablestory's Unknown, an 8-episode epic brought to you by myself,
Mhm.
starring famed voice master of every known accent, Pumpkinberry.
Uh-huh. Sure enough. That's me.
And
That's me.
and cartographer, personal friends with Devon Rue, Wax Stephen. Now, without you sort of scoffed that off, but I mean, just answer this one word. When was the last time you spoke to Devon Rue?
I mean, in the stream that I did before the show.
One word was actually how you were supposed to
Yeah,
answer
I
that.
don't listen to the things that come.
And then
out
you
of-
would have, because you would have gone today, and then it would have proved me right, and it would have looked like you were just like constantly.
That's the guest.
That would be fucking
That would be
hilarious.
fucking
It'd be
hilarious,
hilarious. And also, it would be hilarious that you
And
like
it would make sense
scoffed
with
at-
your it would make sense with the clue that you gave me as well.
Hmm.
I know of them, but I don't know them.
Yeah, it would be great if the special guest was Devon Rue. It is not. It was someone significantly more difficult to get a hold of and significantly more expensive.
Definitely Kevin now.
Expensive.
Expensive.
Yes. The only way
My
you get. I got a pack
My
of
dad
cigarettes for
would do
you.
it for a $5, mate. He'd do it for a skydiver, son. A little holy diver. He'd be down here. Don't worry about it. He'd do it for a beer. He'd do it for an half.
PB, you got to start making a list.
I'm thinking.
We could play. What's that game
driving
called
me
where you have to
crazy.
guess the varying things of the person? Like, do they have a beard?
Yeah, it's 20 questions. Oh,
that what it's
No,
called?
it's
no, that's
Guess Who.
Who's
Guess
guess
Who.
who?
Guess-
Oh
Guess
my
Who.
god.
Yeah, that's what you've been doing.
Are they
Yeah.
bald? Do they
Mhm.
have a beard?
No.
Yep.
Yes.
Blue eyes, brown eyes.
Wait,
Don't
No,
know.
stop. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Nope, stop.
I mean, just making something up in her head doesn't even know.
I am. Well, hold on. I'm not making things up. I'm going based off of the clues that you have given me.
I mean,
okay.
I really.
I am a detective.
The problem is we're not even halfway through the goal, and we've got an hour and 2 minutes left. So
I need you to know, after PB stream yesterday, and she was decimated, I didn't get to watch until after I finished main character. So after this happened, PB was absolutely bedridden, like not
actually,
functional.
Yep.
And I sent her a link. I'm like, listen, the only game you can ever play again.
Yeah.
And I found the most random game that popped into my Steam list, and it was Duck Detective. The Ghost of Glamping.
Yeah. That was the joke I was making, and it was only for Wack because I figured no one else is going to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it made him laugh, so I win.
And I'm like, this is the only safe game that she can play right now.
No, this looks good.
Did I tell you? I know. Did
This
I
is
tell
such
you
a
what
PB
happened
game.
with?
Yes.
Did I tell
I
you
didn't
what
just say
happened
it
with
for
the
no
Dragon
reason.
Song Tavern game I've been playing? I've been playing this game called
yeah,
Dragon
yeah,
Song
yeah,
Tavern, where
yeah.
you're like, you run a tavern and it's by the seaside, but it also has JRPG elements because you have turn-based combat and you like go on your boat and you travel places and you fight these things. I was in one of the first boss fights and I did 99 turns, 99 rounds of fighting this fucking thing. I knew I was underleveled, but I didn't want to give up. Listen, I didn't want to give up.
Right,
So
in your
I've been
casual
fighting this thing.
dragon
Yes.
Stardew game.
Yes. And I knew I was underleveled, but they only show up like during a certain day of the month. So I was like, oh my God, I randomly ran into this crazy ice elemental. And I'm going to try to fight this guy. So, I'm on round 99 and then round 100 ticks. And he was at half health, motherfucker. And then round 100 ticks around and it goes, you auto lose because it took 100 rounds to do this. And I think I've broken up with the game. Like, I'm so mad, dude. He was at half health. Who does that? Who is just like, at around 100, you auto lose? What? No.
It was probably a random programming thing that did that. Like
they were
just
probably like no
we can't go
idiot.
past 100.
Yeah, we don't want them to get stuck. Like, what if they're stuck? We might as well just pull the plug. And they're suffering. All it did was enrage me. I was so sad. I was
That's
like,
my
"Are you
secret? I'm
are you
always
kidding me?
suffering.
Always enraged.
Oh.
Thank you, Silicon, for the $20 tip. Much appreciated.
So
Thank you,
all I can play
Silicon,
is
and the question.
Duck Detective.
Duck Detective looks really good.
I know. I am actually gonna get it and play it. It's the only way I can recover.
Yep.
Let's not talk about it. I'm having some feelings. Let's stop discussing it, please. Actually,
We must not allow her brain to go to this place.
All right. Well, that looks.
no, I can't think about it. Yeah, I can't think about it. I cannot
like
think about it.
$1
No, thank you.
off the question.
No, thank
I'll
you.
allow it. Let's move on because the next question is from Gary Gamer 2495.
Oh,
You may have heard of this little guy,
No,
this little
who is it?
chap. Famed chatter Gary. Question:
Harry.
if you were to do a Vecna Eve of Ruin type show, and I will explain to you what that means
Thank
in
you.
a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you were to do a Vecna Eve of Ruin type show, crossing into the different worlds of Tablestory shows, what shows worlds would you want the
Gone.
player characters to go to, and what would be the dream team of old Tablestory character you would want to assemble for this sort of multiverse threat? Just
Oh,
to give you
what
an
is this? Explain it. Yeah.
I mean, he
Vecna-
tried to. He did try to, PB.
Yeah. What is it? Explain
Vecna
it.
Eve of Ruin is a high-level D&D 5e adventure where the players must stop the Lich Vecna from remaking the universe in his image. The adventure
Oh,
involves
God, I
a
can't.
multiversal journey to collect the rods of 7 parts, facing challenges in various iconic D&D settings. So it's a planeswalking thing where you jump from all the different settings in D&D.
Sliders.
It sounds very fun. It's Sliders, official D&D supported Sliders, I think.
Which
They
is
start in Neverwinter and then they bounce around all of the classic
well.
locations.
Is it is
including,
it Planescape Torment? Like,
they-
or not
well,
Torment,
they-
but is it Planescape?
They go to they start in the Forgotten Realms, then they go to Sigil, then the Underdark, then the Astral Sea, then Eberron, then Barovia, then Kryn, then Greyhawk, then Avernus. So they kind of jump around. Yeah.
Wow.
That is a lot.
So if you were to do this type of show, jumping into different table story shows, what would you do? I sort of did do this.
Yeah, I also sort of did do this as well. They're not fighting like a super big bad, but
I have thoughts.
please.
I would love to do what's very hard about this is the astonishing amount. It's almost like running 1,000 one-shots. It's because if you're jumping to different stories, you have to research each of those stories. Like for non-canon,
Yeah.
I had to do so much research, even for shows that I was in, partially because I only remember 3% of everything that I see and do.
Yeah.
My brain simply just cannot, a lot of people I think get frustrated with me because they have like photographic memories and they just remember everything they're recording. Like they have full HD recording on all the time. I don't remember how did I get here is how I think most of my thoughts first. So I had to do a lot of research before each of those episodes if we jumped to a different table story setting, which is why I peppered in some of my own original ones, because it's much easier for me to come up with I can come up with a whole setting for one episode of something quicker than I can research an older table story show. Then I had to do like a thing where what are the mechanics? Because we had D&D sheets to work with, and now you're in masks. It's wildly different. So it's so hard to do effectively and be able to blend the mechanics of the different systems, remember iconic moments and present iconic locations, or even remember the setting well enough. I know like one of the other ways I circumvented it was stuff like Blackmane. I was like, hey, Whack, where's somewhere that you didn't go? Because I think the only way I can really do this a little bit is to be like, let's put this in like one of the towns you didn't
smell of piss.
really go to. So it's really hard to do. And I think from a DM perspective, it's one of the hardest, most all-encompassing jobs you would have to do. For me, if I wanted to do this...
The world building or the...
Just week on week effort. The little bit of GMing you're doing all throughout the week, where you do an hour here, an hour there, the hour panic before the show, that is tripled. Non-canon, the episodes where you went to previous table story shows, I was flat out all week. It was brutal. And I was just, and it was hard because I had to watch like whole episodes of shows. And I'm like scouring, like, thank fuck for the wiki people. Yeah. Anyone that's ever contributed to the wiki, anyone that's ever written a comment on something, like I was going through comments on videos, like which episode was this one? And then someone had just been commenting. The moment when this happened, I'd be like, oh, it was this episode. That was an iconic moment. That's I should reference that. If this wasn't a show, if none of our stuff was shows, I would have no way of doing it.
Yeah, you would have no way to remember. Yep.
Right. It's all recorded and stuff.
Yeah.
So I found that the work for it was really difficult, but it's so rewarding. I personally absolutely love multiversal hopping stuff. I love the take on, like, the different take that a GM might have on something that someone else did, or we go back to a place and we're like, oh, what happened? Or is this before? Is this when? That kind of thing. The same thing like in Gone when we went to Dustvale for one episode. Yeah. When was it? What was that? Like that kind of thing is so, when I'm a viewer, when I'm reading a book about it, when I'm watching a TV show about it, that kind of shit is my shit the most. So personally, I think it really appeals to me. As a viewer, there is so much. It's a smorgasbord, I think, of fun when you've watched everything that
When you've watched it all,
Tablestory has
yeah.
done, or if you've read every
Yep.
Stephen King book and he references an old one, that kind
Yeah.
of feeling
And you're like, whoa, yeah,
is
yeah.
the best feeling. It's so rewarding to
Mhm.
be a loyal fan of the media that you're watching, and they do this kind of thing. I think is really one of my most favorite ways of enjoying stuff. But my God, is the work tough for this
Yeah.
kind of
Yep.
thing.
Holy shit. Anonymous, thank you for the 250.
Holy
Thank you.
fuck!
I have a feeling that was our special guest.
It's
Because
like, I just want to go home.
can I
Yeah.
just
Can we
Oh,
just hurry
no.
this shit
please?
up?
Oh, no.
Thank you so much. 250 is crazy.
Thank you.
Jesus
That is
Christ.
crazy.
Thank you.
I can't think
Um,
about that. I cannot think about it anymore.
Now, to
Oh.
answer the
PB's tagline.
actual question, for me, because I have already done it, I would love to do a really hardcore, try-hard version of non-canon. Because non-canon, I kind of threw shit at a wall, and then I had
Yeah.
there was a lot of teething problems,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of back-end problems with that, where I
And
just
you
kind
were
of
in
had
a
to...
rush.
Yeah.
Everything was as best as I could do it, and I was unwell.
You did a great job.
I was
You did a
tired.
great
Yeah.
job, and
It
you
was
very,
were rushed.
incredible. Yeah.
I was on the back end of
He
like...
literally like had a week, you guys. We're not even exaggerating.
I
Yeah.
was incredibly unwell. It's the most
Yeah.
unwell I've been maybe in my entire life for an extended period of time. Now, it was the second half of the year, which wasn't as bad as the first half of the year when I was
Yeah,
unwell,
yeah.
but the first half of the year was horrendous. And then the second half, I felt not as bad
Yeah.
as the first, but I still felt bad. And I wonder if I were to do that. Say you told me
Mhm.
you have 2 weeks to run non-canon again now.
Yeah.
I wonder how different it would be just because of how hard that was for me to do
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
personally. But what I would actually genuinely love is another crack at it, but where I have just free reign. Like
Yeah.
I would love
you can
to
go
just
anywhere.
I'd love if you have a hyperbolic time chamber, or you have no other shows. I don't have to do my day job. I don't have to do this
Yeah.
other, just run non-canon to the most effort you can. I think
Yeah.
it would be one of my favorite things ever to run.
Yeah.
It's just there is a lot more work that crept up on
I
me
think
real
that's-
quick.
Yeah. I think that's both of our maybe potential favorite genres, because I too have also run pretty much something like this, which is Gone. And originally I had a lot more places to go in the Tablestory universe as well, that were they were able to go there, but I just also made the mistake of making them too afraid of the water. They never went in it ever again. They went in like 2 times and that was it.
It's such
But
a classic
originally-
early GM
Yep,
mistake, isn't it? Where you
mistake,
realize
yep.
how unbelievably scared
Oh
they are
no,
of everything.
they're terrified. But
Yeah.
that's that's also just like the unknown. And Gone is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. So I'm glad that it ended up
realized
being
I
the,
did that shit in rhyme too.
yeah. It's
It's
just
like,
it
oh, they
happens.
just
I did it
skipped
in
this
Deathless
town
as well.
entirely. I scared them too
Bro,
much.
they have what? It took them like 10 episodes to even like leave out of the one area, and they're like so terrified to go anywhere. It happens. You fuck up and you make them afraid of things,
It's
and then
because
it's like, oh
you
shit.
as a GM expect them to trust fall with you, because you're like, I would
Yeah.
never hurt you, but you are going to
but
hurt
I told them I would. Yeah.
You are
I
gonna
told
hurt
them I would.
You're
Yeah.
going to throw monsters in front of them, or you're going to
Mhm.
emotionally destroy them, or
Yeah.
it's very
I think one of the first things I told the Deathless cast was I was like, take notes. Do not trust what I am telling you.
yeah.
Take notes, because that shit is going to change. And yeah, but anyway, I would, however, even still knowing, that I kind of sort of did that with Gone, I think when we do shows, sometimes it's, as GMs, we only get so many shows that we can run in a year because there's only so much time and, whatnot. So I think about that. And then I think like, oh, I ran my, sliders type show. It was Gone. And it's going to be a long time before I get to run something like that again. If I can justify, doing that again when I just did it, with Gone. I think it's been long enough now, but I know I still want to do something that's the core of it, where you're going, you're like switching like sliders or something like that. I just don't know what it looks like. Does it look like Planescape? Am I running a D&D Planescape? Am I running Reboot? Am I just doing Reboot? Because that would be so fucking fun. And, like
if I had a coin,
incoming
I'd put it on
game
the
would be
reboot
so
thing.
cool. Yeah, I that would be a lot of fucking fun. But then also I could do something complete, just what does it look like? It could look completely different.
Thank you, Anonymous,
I'm-
for the 1337. Thank you.
I'd be into Planescape too. What?
Yeah, you like Planescape, right? You're a big fan of
Yeah.
Planescape. I don't know a lot
Well,
about
but
it.
it's you would love it.
Yeah, I know I would. What
Mhm.
I do know about it, I know I would enjoy
Yeah.
it. I just haven't.
It's
ever.
just our shit. It's like this
Yeah.
idea of you've got this like kind of not mecca city, but this main city, and then you have the ability to use these doors or these portals that take you somewhere else. And sometimes the doors
Dope.
move, and yeah, this is fucking awesome. Yeah, it's our shit for sure.
Sold.
Anyway, whack. What?
Now,
if you
have you toyed with it much at all, or ever? I'm trying to think of even a single episode.
The
What have you
world
done?
hopping stuff, not really. So the bit that you talked about with non-canon, and sort of like researching all the worlds and all that, I like the idea of like switching between the Tablestory shows and stuff. But I think the world hopping thing, I would need to have something. I need another hook for myself to sell me on it, and I have to be interested in like that as a core concept is cool, but I need to be sold on it with something else, and I don't know what that is.
Question.
Well,
At this
okay, because
juncture.
yeah, go ahead.
Whack is a massive fan of Isekai. He's run 63 Isekai shows now.
Yeah.
And you've done 2?
What to?
Simulacrum and main character.
Was Simulacrum in this?
Oh, he's an asshole.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. It probably was.
No, you're a big fan of Isekai stuff, though. So, I mean, so am I.
Yeah.
But
You were
the
starting a system that was isekai as well.
what is the difference between an Isekai and a world hopping thing in terms of a hook then for you?
Yeah, so
Because they're quite similar,
Isekai-
right? The idea of
Yeah.
being sent to
The
another world.
concept is similar. So the main, I think the main difference is it's not really world hopping with Isekai. It's once
Right.
you go through
and
and
then
you're
you
in
have
the
to
new place
survive.
and that's it.
And the
Yeah.
hook
So
is
it's
whatever
not
happens
about-
once you get there, not
It's so the premise between say Sliders, which I think is kind of like an origin for those thoughts for a lot of people, because that was like that was a show that like did pretty well and it lasted.
I never saw it
several
as a
seasons.
kid. I still
I
haven't
forget
seen
how many
all of
seasons. I forget how many seasons it was. I want to say it was like 4 or 5.
I have
No
no idea. I
Yeah.
started watching it as an adult like a couple years ago, but
I had the thing when I
So Quantum Leap is a good example.
Quantum Leap's a good
I've
one.
never
Leap,
seen Quantum Leap
Sliders.
either. But isn't
All those
Yeah.
shows, though, they were on when we were younger, and it wasn't like you just sat down and watched it on Netflix. You just saw it when it was on.
yeah.
That's why I have
Right.
no concept of how many seasons or what happened when in those
Yeah.
shows. a lot
Yeah,
of
that
the time
shit.
in my
TV
brain.
was a different beast.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah. I also think another one that follows that same formula is Farscape. Because technically the formula is you are yeeted somewhere unfamiliar and
I
you're
think
trying
that-
to find your way home.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
Farscape
core
as an
mechanic.
isekai, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I didn't even mean isekai. It's the same thing as Sliders. It's just the he was in a spaceship that got went through a wormhole and yeeted him
disagree.
It's
to
a
the
kind
other
of a-
side of the
I think-
galaxy, right?
It's kind of an
I think-
exploration thing. It's more like SGU.
I'd say it's exploration. Yeah.
I
But
feel
I
like it's
mean, that's the-
closer to like Battlestar, SGU, even Star Trek, where they're just like out in the fringes.
Are you
of,
suggesting that?
But he's trying to find his way home. That's
Yeah.
the
Right,
initial
right.
hook
Trying
that
to
they
find the
sell
way
you
home.
on.
Yeah, yeah,
That-
sure.
in that
Is
way,
he
it's
gets
similar
yeeted
to
into an
Sliders.
unfamiliar area. Yes,
Yeah.
and that's what I
Not
meant. Like
multiversal
Sliders
hopping.
is the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Where Sliders is he gets yeeted somewhere and
Sliders
has to
is
find his way home.
multiverse.
Yes,
Sliders
it
is
is. But I'm
multiverse
just
and
saying,
try and
like,
get home.
the whole idea is like,
That's
if
the
you-
hook. That's
Yeah,
the hook that
that's
Wack is
the
talking
thing.
about. The difference.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The difference
So-
between them is like, you need a strong. Are you just lost on this journey, or are you trying to?
So
Because
there's-
if you were
there-
like, I want to write a novel on multiverse hopping, they would say to you, well, what's the story? Because that's not the story.
Right.
The story is the guy gets yeeted and is trying to find his way home.
Right.
Same thing with,
Yeah,
The hook.
totally get what you're saying with that. The So here's the bit for me that I'm different than Brad and PB. Because if I have to quantify this, I would say, and Brad talked about this either yesterday or the day before on your stream, but you were talking about like, you don't care about the system and you're good with like, I want to do improv acting. Right?
Yeah, mine is that I want to just tell a story with a theater story with my theater friends.
Right.
And
the game is the vehicle
with which I can facilitate
for
that.
Allow you to do that.
Yep.
So I'm not like that. I don't particularly want that.
Yeah.
To me, it's the combination of both that makes it really fun for me. I'm like straight up, I would say 60% the improv, 40% game. I think that's my magic
just an
number.
addendum.
Mm-hmm.
I love the dice rolling aspect. I love the RNG elements of things like that. I love things like having a character sheet that informs your decisions or gives you skills that inform dice rolls that can, improve certain chances for things to happen and stuff. It's not entirely improv. It's just that that is in almost every TTRPG. So it doesn't really matter to me which one it is.
For the 50.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter which
one. Voidsmoker's been around for so long.
I love him. Which one of the vehicles I'm in, as long as that I have that vehicle, and then the story and the collaborative storytelling and the expression of art and creativity is the thing that I'm that I care about the most, that I prioritize. The original question was about systems. Like, I don't really care about systems as much, I think, as either of you two. I think you two can enjoy systems a bit more than me. Whereas I'm just like, I only wanted to tell a fun story with my friends, and I just found D&D and was like, this one will do. And that's
I wouldn't have predicted that. If I had to assign a percentage for like what you and PB
you would have thought it was me in Brad's. What Brad just said was me, but it's not. Yep.
I would have put PB.
But look at how many
90%. I would have said PB 90% improv, 10% game, and then I would have put you, Brad, at like 70-30.
70 is what I was going to say. 70-30 is me.
Here's the thing. The way that 80, PB 20. Presents her shows is that way. But if you actually look at, like, I think PB's shows are vastly more improv, dialogue, conversational, whereas mine have more mechanics because it's usually D&D, which is just a mechanics-based thing. And also the type of story I'm telling. PB's telling a book or a show or a movie. I'm telling a Final Fantasy game. So it needs mechanics because I like the mechanics of a video. It is a video game, but it's theatrically presented. Whereas I think the other key thing to look at is that PB's run far more systems than I have. Yeah. That's the thing, is that PB's got a lot more systems under her belt than I've really only run 2 or 3 ever. PB's run loads compared to me.
I don't know if that's entirely true. Is it?
So
it's for sure.
You
also look into them all the time.
It's not,
like
not as much as you think.
One. It's cold.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
I
it's
found
as much
this
as
one.
you
it's
think.
this.
So definitely research more for sure.
Yeah,
for
I'm not even
I've
bothered
looked at
about
a
doing
bunch.
that because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I already have the thing that I need it for.
Listen, guys, I found some very cool systems that Brad will love if he ever looks at them.
This alone.
I've been like,
that's
oh
not
my
to
God.
say I can't be interested in this stuff, by the way. I'm not saying
No.
I hate them. There are a lot of
it's-
systems that I've looked into and enjoyed,
He's
and I
just not
do
gonna spend his
enjoy
time doing it.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that the
Yep.
predominant reason and the way I got into this scene was the original thing we said. Since being in the scene, I've found a love for the TTRPG world and the different games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of learning.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And you gotta do that. for some of these.
I like learning things in my own way, but the way that you normally have to learn it as a DM is like very mechanical. It's like learning a textbook
It's wild.
of information, and I struggle a lot with just that information dump type of learning and then regurgitating it and then holding it in my brain and being able to regurgitate it to players and stuff. I love
I'm
playing.
surprised by how
the game
much
and
I
learning.
retained of VTM, because we've been in PBU for a long time. I thought they were going to be
Yeah, we played a
sliding
bunch
back
of
and forth.
VTM though.
Yeah,
Like,
Are you making it
well,
hard for the 25?
yeah, but
We played it for 3 years in a row.
we
as
played
well.
it, and so for the like what to roll, and even still now I'll be like roll this plus this, and I've said it in the reverse order because that's what we did on
Yeah.
Leech. But some of the other mechanics on like how to drain somebody else, or grappling and stuff like that, because we didn't really have a lot of player on player combat, which is weird because we did have a lot of player on player tension,
Yeah.
but not like actual like
I
we're
don't
gonna
think Josh was a particularly
each
massive
other's
fan of
brains
PvP, was he? So he was just
yeah. So we didn't do that. So
Move on.
but yeah, I'm surprised by how much I was able to retain when this fight started. I kind of did a refresher with VTM.
That's the thing
week
though,
after,
like for
but
me,
yeah.
if you said to me, Brad, run VTM, I'd be very comfortable doing it because I've
Yeah, I
played
think you
it.
could. Yeah.
When I have to learn something
Mm-hmm.
fresh and I've never played it, and I even as sometimes we'll have offers from like sponsors and things where it's just learn this system, it terrifies me because I will struggle to learn that.
You don't want to fuck it up either. You want
I
to
struggle
showcase
to
what
learn
they've
it.
done.
I struggle to learn it, and you're also prepping a show, which is a lot of work. And for me, it's just not. It's not that fun. It's not a thing that I enjoy doing, and therefore I lose a little motivation, which is key. It's a bit like we go back to that passion project conversation from last week. If you're not really into this, it's very hard to do because you've just done a whole day's work and now you have to work on your passion project. So
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 50.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I lose a lot of momentum in that way. I mean, I can enjoy a
reason I
system, but
brought
you
that
brought it
up-
up. Yeah, go back. We're on
The
a
whole
tangent.
reason I
Yeah.
brought that
The show
up.
should have been called Tangents.
Yes, it
Yeah,
really did.
really should have,
tangent,
yeah.
TTRPG. Maya's here now. He can come up with a good TTRPG tangent pun.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason I brought that up was because the system also sort of changes my perspective on doing the world hopping. Like, is the system really built for it? You know, like how do you do the world hopping?
This is key.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Are there
So-
systems
Agree.
out there? Have you ever looked? Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
For reality
So
hopping
we've
ones,
done it.
yeah. There's
We've-
strange. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
Midnight Masquerade doing
designed
Shadow
for that?
Scar. Shadow Scar is designed to go to different settings.
That makes sense,
basically.
actually, now that I think about
Yep.
it, yeah.
Monty Cook. I think it's Monty Cook that
the
has
Strange,
the strange,
yeah.
right? Yep. Yeah, that's totally meant to be a cipher system as well. which is, like,
Yeah, and
easy.
Cipher is a general system, right? Like it's
Mhm,
kind of sold to be, hey, you can kind of play it however you want. This is just essentially a general use system. And if you're able to work on a show like that with that kind of a system in mind, then I think you could do it. But as far as like a desire to do that kind of show, that would be such like a random thing. I usually get inspired by all the different media them getting bombarded with, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
It's the Greg
just
method
like,
of anything.
yeah, it's like, okay,
Whatever
how
Greg
many
is into
movies?
that week is the character he will make for the show that
Yes.
he's about
Yep.
to be on.
Yeah, yeah, and somehow they all just end up super emo.
They're all Virgil somehow.
It's a lot of it's how much I'm bombarded by a lot of the media that I'm seeing, or you just get in different moods.
Thank you, Chad.
You get in different
Oh, we're
moods.
so close.
Yeah.
Very
Riv, thank you
close.
so much for the 20, much appreciated.
Oh my god.
I think that's just about it. Like I have an idea for a world hopping thing that I was interested in doing, and I'll be honest, it was in D&D settings. So
I swear to God, Wax Steven, please.
Well, maybe you should
Consider
run
me.
the fucking.
Consider me.
Maybe you should
one
run
day if you do
the
this.
Eve of Ruin. When did the Eve of Ruin come out? Is
Sorry,
it a new one?
Sorry.
so it wasn't gonna be any of that shit. It wasn't gonna be any of that shit. But listen, I straight up got pissed off. I got pissed off with them.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this was one of the ideas I had. It got trashed.
Yeah.
I mentioned it to you guys at one point. It was one of the potential ideas when I was deciding on Gatewalkers.
Yeah.
It was around that time. It was one of the options.
I didn't know it was dimension hopping.
Yep. So it was one of the options around that time when I was coming up with those ideas. But yeah, that's it.
Well,
Next
you
question.
heard it here first. Wax
Mhm.
Steven will be running Eve of Ruin next week on Fridays. Gary will be very excited when he hears the news. Okay, next question is from Deciduous Pine. Never heard of him. After listening to the Passion Project answers you had, I'm wondering what is the added benefit of having an audience? Why not just play D&D offline without the added stress and commitment that making it a show creates?
Why don't you play the same way everybody else does?
And you're not
idiots?
doing it for the money. Is it the performative
Yeah.
part integral to your hobby and passion? Would you be satisfied just playing without sharing it with others? Hope this doesn't lead to the end of Tablestory. I'm actually going to end the stream here, actually, because why are
Yeah,
we
like-
wasting our time? This is
Yeah, why are we
absolutely
here?
insane. I can answer it from my perspective.
PB.
From oh
What?
my god,
Did you hear it?
baby, no, to your right.
The cat is begging.
Oh,
The
hi.
little paw
The
was
paw was coming up,
twitching.
yeah.
The
It
paw
was
was
adorable.
twitching like, please, mom, please.
Oh, got his little freestyle Libra
Oh
on.
my god.
Yeah, it's for his diabetes.
Yeah, I am very
You
aware
okay,
of
buddy?
one of those lovely freestyle Libras. I lived with a diabetic human for a long time, and it was incredible because what you can do is you can eat like a whole wedding cake and just give yourself a little
Just-
a little jab
Yep.
of some insulin and just keep biting. Another bite,
Nice.
another bite. No, I'm kidding. Don't do
In
that
America,
at home, for the
that
love
would
of God.
cost
Don't do
several
that.
$1,000s.
It would just cost you a lot of money and could really fuck you up. It'd be hypoglycemic. So my perspective, my initial response to this, in 2015, when I first played D&D, 10 years ago, I wish I'd found it when I was a kid, but I didn't. So I don't know what would have happened to me if I did. I, at this point, was already 5 years deep into being on social media, on the internet. I was doing...
Why is he so cute?
I was a YouTuber. I was a streamer, and I didn't know how to have a life outside of sharing it at this point. Because once you start sharing everything, you feel like you have to share everything.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 20.
Very close to the thing. I
Very,
don't know
very
how that
close.
didn't tip it over. So when I first discovered D&D, again, I watched that show that Koibu was producing at the time, a streamer
You
called
looking at
Koibu.
Brad?
And that show was online. And I was like, that's fun. That people are watching this. That seems like a fun way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Part of my brain doesn't know anymore, maybe never will, how not to
Mhm.
do stuff for an audience. Like everything I do, I feel like, oh, I should probably take a picture of this and share it on Instagram. I should tell this story on stream. I should do this thing. And when I first started playing D&D, it wasn't even there wasn't even a part of me that thought about playing it on my own with, just in a room with a few people. I only thought of it as a show. It was the only way I thought I could even play it. It's the only way I thought I could even get other people to play it with me. Was to be like, well, we'll stream it so
Oh,
that it
yeah.
doesn't feel like
Yeah.
you're being unproductive with your time.
Yeah.
So that's just how I ended up falling into this being the case. It wasn't until many years later on with Oracle's Rest that I ran a private game. I'll be honest with you, they're about the same.
Yeah.
They're about the same. I put the same amount of effort in, really,
Here's
and
the
I really
caveat.
tried not to. Yeah.
Here's the caveat. The caveat is we met really good role players by doing the shows that we have.
Yep.
And now we're spoiled.
Yep.
That's
right?
another thing.
We're
Yeah.
spoiled.
But I mean, it doesn't
We're
mean.
very spoiled.
I mean, really, the question is, why do we even? Why are we trying so hard to make table story shows rather than just playing D&D offline with the same people?
Yeah, I have an answer for that. For me.
Yeah, I have one too.
Yeah.
I love the creative expression of doing stuff and sharing it. I've always wanted to create things, and I've never not wanted to share it. There was like videos of me 8 years old running in and doing a fall dance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Mum, get the camera,
Yeah.
film it. It's just insane. Like it's just how I've always been. All of us are streamers, which means we're attention seekers on some level, which is the other thing. There's an element to us where we want the attention to a degree, and sometimes it's unhealthy, which was probably the case as to how I got into it. For me, in this industry, I got into it because I needed attention because Daddy didn't love me.
Yeah.
And now I would say I'm well over that. I actually kind of don't want to be on the camera as much as I used to.
Yeah, I would prefer not to be.
But I still want to create things and share them with as many people as possible. I want people to enjoy it in the same way that I'm enjoying it. I want people to enjoy it in the same way that I've enjoyed things in the past, when exactly what we were just saying. Me and you watched Sliders and we're like, this is my shit. I'm so glad that guy wrote that.
Yeah.
I will read a thing in a book and be like, fuck, I have to, PB, check this out.
Yeah.
That feeling, if those people were just writing books for their friends, we would never have got to share that. And I'm not exactly putting us immediately on a pedestal with all these amazing creators and stuff, but you never know.
Yeah.
There are people in the community that enjoy the way we create things.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Yeah.
And it's for me, it's just like, I don't like creating things. If I don't create something, I'll become depressed. We spoke about this before. We're all the same. Basically, you have to flex that muscle or the world begins to lose all its vibrance quickly.
Yeah.
I could create things, I think, and just share it with my friends and be content with it now.
I could too.
But one, I've already invested so much time into Tablestory that why would I stop? And two, there might be a little Brad out there who
Don't do this.
I mean, this is the actual core of the answer, though.
I know.
There might be a little Brad out there
share it,
who watches a D&D show of one of us, watches main character and goes, fuck, this is fucking amazing. I can do this. I can just get my friends together and play. You know what I mean? You see something. There's nothing like finding the thing you enjoy and love and connecting with it. So
that definitely
I hope that we can
resonates.
do that in a way.
I've done this a few times, by the way, chat, where I reminded them like, hey, we've got 1,000 people or whatever on the Discord. Like, imagine their first experience with D&D was with us, and how by creating this and doing all these shows and everything, we inspire other people. It's the best feeling in the world.
It is.
Honestly,
it is the best feeling.
Yeah.
We were talking. How long ago were we talking about comments? Like, you'll get a comment that will just be like, it'll just make your day.
Yeah.
The ones that are like,
oh,
when you make something, and we've spoken about this ad nauseum as well, but you make something, and there's one person, we'll have maybe a couple of hundred people watch it live. We have all the people that listen to the podcast versions of our shows and stuff. There's a lot of people that end up hearing our stuff.
yeah.
But you'll be 6 months into a show and one person will send a comment to the Discord, a flippant comment, and be like, do you think maybe that the show is about this? And you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
There's little Brad. I
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah.
This is who it was for.
Or like,
This is fucking who it was for. You got it. You are on.
Yeah.
You've synchronized with the show perfectly and exactly what I was doing. The best feeling.
for me, some of the comments when they're like, I'm on my third rewatch, I can't handle it, man. I'm like, wow, you love it so much, and that makes me so happy. Yep. Nope. But yeah, nope.
Yeah.
We got to stop talking about it, or I am going to cry.
I think that's the case for all of us. I know it's the case for me.
Well, My answer is a little different as to why I do it.
That's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons, one of the bigger reasons for me that I think it's worth streaming our shows. Even though with every year the quality going up and stuff, it becomes harder and harder and harder. It's not just as easy as it used to be, where it was just we were just fucking around and archiving it.
Yeah.
Now we're actively trying to improve our craft as storytellers and as producers and stuff, which is slightly different. What?
Did you see it? Rhyme was my first exposure to a D&D show.
Yeah, there you
right
go.
There
it is.
Whack.
Thank you, Arntus. Thank you, Arntus.
Aren't you?
Aren't us?
Aren't you?
Aren't you special?
Aren't you special? Yeah.
Aren't you special?
I did what they always
Imagine,
do.
but
I did
imagine-
what they always do.
Imagine the follow-up comment was like, Ryan was my first exposure to D&D and I've hated it ever since. Just wanted to pop in to let you know. I hate this whole thing and you guys suck.
Yeah.
Could go the other way easily. Thank you so much, Ben.
Can't believe that the anonymous tip didn't tip this over. What's happening? Is it at the top? Maybe it's at the
We're
top.
very
It's
close.
at the top.
We're very,
You've
very
hit it.
close.
Oh no,
Very
we are.
close.
We're very close. I say. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think for me, like, why stream the show rather than just playing offline? I actually have some very recent experience. So if for Gone, I was like, I want to record all the audio separately. We'll use Clean Feed, and that way I can like save it all and we can go in and edit it later. And that didn't end up working out because it was just like too many people to be getting all the, it was a lot. It's a lot of work. And also just like, I think there was one episode where it just didn't save properly. And I was like, well, there it is. It's gone. The whole thing's ruined.
Happened to me.
But
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, fuck it. But we've known for a while that in terms of like, kind of growth for Tablestory, part of that is making the streamlining, and I'm using air quotes for those listening, the listening experience for podcast. We've heard time and time again, and we know that it's like if we're able to cut the dead air or the ums or the way we go over the rules mechanics, then it would make it a lot more digestible. Again, I'm using air quotes for people who are unfamiliar with D&D or who want the improv experience. However, that kind of goes a little contrary to how we play, and kind of we're live producing the experience. And also we know that there are a lot of people who really enjoy just like sitting at the table with us and having the mechanics explained or all of that stuff. So I was like, well, we'll try it for Gone. It didn't work out. And then over the years I have been thinking to myself like, man, the way that your immersive experience as an audience or listener could be elevated if I could just give 100% of my effort to that portion, because I'm GMing and then I'm also producing. And because of that, I'm doing both of those things at, not full power. So I then was like, well, what does it make a difference if I go into Deathless as just the GM? I'm still obviously producing because it's me and I'm producing the experience for the players, but we'll record it and then I'll edit it later and give it to you guys as a podcast. And I found out very quickly, 3 or 4 episodes in, that this was not the experience I want. Because what I ended up missing was the audience live participation and reaction and that feeling of community of like, yo, motherfucker, did you just see this guy whip out this very cool scene that's making us all cry? Like, I was Jim from The Office looking at the camera like, oh my God, why is no one here to witness me? Like what? Yes. Yeah. Why is there nobody here to witness this amazing role play? So much so that I said to the players, like, guys, we got to take this live. We were on episode 10 of Deathless and we just took it live because I was like, this experience
Doing it live.
It needs to be shared. Part of the joy for me is feeling like I am in my living room with the audience and everybody playing, and I get to have the reactions with the community about the current episode that we're watching. It's not the same, I think, going, oh yeah, here's this episode. We did that 7 months ago and it's only just now airing. Like that's not for me. I'm here for the live experience. I'm here for the live production. I'm here for the improv, the roles that change everything. And I want to experience that with as many people that want to be there to experience that live experience.
Yeah.
That's
We
the answer
also
for me.
all have like
Yeah.
production or creative or design backgrounds, you know, in some way. You know, whether it be like audio or editing, post-production, you know, pre-production, whether it's just simply designing stuff, because there's a lot of this which is it's a skill set that we might as well utilize. You can only utilize it somewhat in a private game. So we just happen to have a blend of a genuine want and need to share what we're creating with production skill that we've been learning.
Yeah.
Well, this is a thing we talk about a lot. We build each other up and then, you know, support each other to get better and improve as the years go on, and just look at what each other are doing and discuss what we're going to do next and stuff. That's fun for us, I think, as friends, personally, just because it's not usually a thing we talk about anywhere else. We're just normally having a conversation somewhere before a show or something about like what we're going to do next, or we'll have like a meeting now.
It's so
it wasn't
fun.
like that before as much, but we will have like full production meetings where we'll talk about this stuff. And it can be fun. Sometimes that can be stressful as well, because that's the line of where like business starts to get involved and stuff. But you know, even
we're less than $10 away from our top goal, by the way. So less than $10.
I think we also err on the side of like, who cares in the business term of things, which is probably not great. Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely could be. Here's the craziest thing about us, you guys. Okay, if you want a real behind the scenes look at our, you know, meetings, and I'm using air quotes again, it's shit like, oh, this movie is coming out. We should do a show that is related to this thing. We know what we should do, but then we sit at the table and go, yeah, but nobody wants to do that. So fuck it. We're not going to do that. Well, okay, that's more you. Me, I was like, I could do it, but there's other things I want to run instead. But yeah, there's stuff where it's like, you see the door, you go, oh, that's a business opportunity for some really cool growth for Tablestory. But also, if our heart's not, you know, like if it's only doing it for that reason, we're not going to do it. And I love that about us personally.
Yeah.
And I know that means we're here on a Friday doing a shill show being like, hey, we're busking. Please pay us so that we can continue doing this very cool stuff. But
that's the thing is that like I think the point of like part of the question and part of last week's answers from us about the passion project element of this.
This is the passion project.
It sounded maybe somewhat like it was all stress and no fun, all stress, no passion. But the passion part is very important to that question. We're all very passionate about this for many different reasons. Personally, investment, the fact that we do enjoy it and love it. I've met my best friends through this as well. There's insane fringe benefits to this. The passion element.
Are you kidding me? Why does God hate me? I was so
slow. Drink all over yourself.
No, I popped the lid. I waited for a second. Then I put
so
the
much
straw
hazel
in,
for
and then
the 20
because it's
and
carbonated,
anonymous
it
for
just
the
went
10.
up all over my fucking legs.
Because you did spill drink over yourself. We've done it. We've hit the top reward. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Who is it? It better be fucking good, Brad.
We'll find out in a minute.
So
I
mad.
have to do my response to the question now.
Yeah, Wack needs to respond to his question.
Make us wait.
And then we have to answer the last question.
No.
Yeah.
We've got 14 minutes.
You need to be.
I'm just going to go and check on.
Baby.
I've got to go check on something in the other room and just
The completely
fluff.
unrelated.
I've just got to fluff someone.
My answer to the question.
Oh my God! It's actually someone in his apartment.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
I'm sorry. I need to know, dude. It's a puzzle I can't solve.
You just need to fucking wait, and it'll happen. It's the robot.
He just springs back like a fucking
Dude,
UV or a little like vacuum cleaner.
Dude, if it was Bender, I would be so happy.
I hope
My
it's
answer to
minor.
the question is probably a little bit different than Brad and PB's. So first and foremost, I like those things as well.
Imagine he was like, I do it for the money, and then just left the call.
Yeah.
Thanks, peace out, motherfucker. No, I of course I love those aspects of the.
But if any of us did it for the money, we'd be the worst.
Yeah.
It'd be such a stupid idea.
No.
Holy shit.
If we did it for the money, the channel would look a lot different. That's
Yeah,
all.
we'd have money.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the
We'd
fact.
have money.
We'd have money.
It
Yep.
would. So I love those things, obviously, as well. For me, it is a bit selfish, honestly. It's because I do this thing where if I play a game, all right, if I play an MMO, for example, if I play an MMO, I can't just play the MMO. I will not be happy just go and do some quests and play solo. All right. I can't have like two friends in an MMO and just the three of us go play in the MMO. I can't do it. My brain doesn't fucking work that way. I have to make a guild. And then when I make a fucking guild, it's got to be a good one. If I'm going to do it, I might as well fucking make a decent
don't
guild.
say that toxic shit. If
So-
you're gonna do it right. No.
That's his mentality, though. He's
fucking
Mr.
brain
Perfection.
does.
Yeah, he's Mr. Perfection.
It's the
That's exactly
perfectionist
what
shit.
he thinks.
So when I do that, it's like I got to make something good. Why am I even fucking bothering if I'm not
For
going
fun.
to do it right?
Bitch. For fun.
Well, that is fun in my
This is-
head.
Yeah. This is the thing, is that we
So-
can't comprehend that because
Yes.
we need therapy for that thing.
We all need therapy.
He needs therapy
Yep.
for this as
Yeah,
well.
100%.
But-
We all do.
Definitely.
But,
Not saying
but
I
if
don't.
we're motivated by something like this, it's because we're
Well, wait.
motivated by a thing that needs therapy on, whereas he
I
actually
have a
has his
question.
brain is structured this way.
Because Whack and I both have the perfectionism piece.
I have it too, though. I
Yeah.
think if I don't have a particular level of quality that I hit, I don't know if I would call myself a perfectionist, because I think that's what Whack is, because he will flagellate himself if he doesn't quite get it. If he's like one pixel out on something, and if he looks back at a VOD,
Are you
and
kidding
one
me?
of the things is one pixel off, he's like, I have failed, and you know what I mean? Whereas
Whack
you
is
don't.
my
have-
internal voice, though.
same,
So,
same,
like,
same. But
So I will be for the Draken. No, listen, for the Draconim overlay and stuff, like I'm either designing in Resolve or I will be putting text over in OBS, which doesn't have
But-
like the grid. Bro, the way I can hear him be like, it's one pixel off.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, fuck, is this right?
No.
Is he going to be able to know if this is off?
Always do.
Is this going to, yeah, he always does. I feel like I should send it to him and be like, how many pixels do I push it this way or that way? Because he will be able to tell. And I know it's off.
actually happened before, by the way, where it's been like one pixel off, and PB sent me a message like, how did you fucking know?
Yep. He knows every time. He knows every time.
It's horrific.
that's perfectionism, though.
yes,
Whereas I
for sure.
think me
Yes.
and you, PB, have a particular
I'm like,
bar,
if it looks
a quality
good,
bar.
awesome.
We have a
Yeah.
quality bar.
Yeah.
If it's underneath that bar,
We're quitting.
We feel the same way as he does, whereas his is slightly more neurotic.
It's got to be perfect. Yeah.
Super
yeah.
neurotic.
Yeah.
Super neurotic. And absolutely need therapy for it. I wish I would go to therapy every fucking week. No question.
Don't stop tipping. We
Yeah. Pay for our therapy.
we need to get him into therapy.
Hashtag fix me.
Oh, got it.
So that's going on in my head, right? So when I'm doing these shows, I'm trying to imagine a situation where I'm running through the process in my head of not doing the show, right?
Yeah.
Let's say so I had an ex that was into D&D, and I didn't start playing D&D when she brought it up. And I absolutely should have, but this was, I think, D&D 2.5? I think 2.5.
Oh,
Damn.
Right?
my God.
So,
Which
I'm
was
imagining-
crazy, because that came out when they were still actually burning real witches.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
That was
So-
that was Thaco still too, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. So I'm terrible with the different versions. But she
I think that
she
got
brought
ended
that
in
up.
3.
She brought, it might have been 3. I can't remember. I feel like in the early 2000s. What was that?
3.5 then. It was
Okay.
3.5.
So early 2000s, and she brought it up, and I'm like, what would have happened if I got into it then? Now, I was still doing broadcasting. We didn't have Twitch. Twitch didn't exist. So I was still doing broadcasting, and I'm imagining, I think my brain would have naturally gone the way of the podcast. I would have made a D&D podcast back then.
Yeah.
And that's just the way that my brain works. I would have thought like that. Could I, and because I was performing back then as well, could I have just made a home game and been happy with that? I don't know if I could. I feel like if I did that, I would have originally made it for like friends, and then how do I see that evolving? How long is that going to last? I feel like I didn't have friends in my life that would have regularly played that game until I met my friends that I've made on Tablestory.
Yeah. This is the
So
other thing, isn't it?
the
It's
entire
Ouroboros
process
of-
would be weird and different.
Yeah.
It would just be weird. It would be random fucking games. We would play once a month, and I would be completely unhappy with it, and I would have to change it up. I wouldn't be able to do that. I can't play once a month. It's a big part of my creative outlet.
Yeah.
Even when I was in art school, I'd still need something else to take, like, okay, I'm doing painting, I'm doing drawings every day, whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool. But there's another part of my brain that's not hitting, right? Like there's the writing aspect that I need to change. So I don't think it would have lasted. I would have done that with friends or whatever. I would have had to force them to fucking play, first of all. Force them to fucking play. Then it would be impossible to get them to a regular game once a week.
Yeah.
Let alone once a month. Then, on top of that, how long is that going to last? I'm imagining that shit's not lasting more than 6 months. Tops. And then it's like, what do I do after that? So then I'm going to go, okay, fucking MIRC existed, like, all that shit existed back then.
Yeah.
So then I'd be like, okay, I would go on IRC and I would start asking people in the StarCraft community, which I was a part of at that time, and Warcraft. So StarCraft and Warcraft. So I'm starting to ask people in that community, and it end up being the same
just make
fucking
it
thing.
anyway. Yeah.
It would just make the same fucking thing. It would just be podcasts. And then it would have evolved into Twitch when Twitch came about.
Yeah, for sure.
That's weird because I am running an offline game that I feel very satisfied about running. It's in, on the other side of the planet where Din was, right? So Kingmakers. And I'm running that with B and Dinah and Tuesday and Trenchmouth. So very, very cool role players. And I find that incredibly satisfying as well. I am bummed that you guys don't get to hear some of their really crazy good role play. But I think it's because I'm 100% trying to do cool experiences for those players that I find pretty satisfying. But I wonder if I wouldn't feel that way if I didn't have a Deathless or a show. Yes.
We have to move on. We're on a time limit.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Brad is the person most
Please
conscious
continue.
of PB's chair time.
It's actually because
that is
PB,
true.
it needs to get out of the chair. Dave's working
Yep.
on a song.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, I can't believe you're doing that. Dude, I hadn't said a word in your stream.
La 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 la.
How did you know I was in there? Did you peep before you made that joke? Or were you just
no,
making that
I
joke?
talk about you all the time. It's the only thing I talk about. I'm
Motherfucker,
obsessed
dude.
with you.
I'm lurking in his stream and then he
It's-
goes, I
My
need you to
stream is
make
just
a
about
fucking
you.
song.
That's all I talk about.
About how I won't get the fuck out of the chair. Oh, yeah.
So the next question might be quite
Yes.
tough.
Yeah.
Because the question is, do you have any questions for the viewers/listeners that you always wanted to ask?
Yes. Yes.
And I didn't know how we
Yes.
wanted to do this. Do we want to bomb them with questions and then they answer
Yeah,
us
go
now,
away and think
or
about
they
it.
go away
No,
and then
Discord.
and then
Yeah,
they
because
just
then
fill
people
the
listening
Discord.
can. Yeah.
Because we get a few people listening in the week.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm,
So,
mhm.
yeah, go.
Okay, one. Why are you watching the live improv shows instead of like
that might be a dangerous question.
That
Then
could be bad, yeah.
They might be like,
Well,
why am I watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what? Fuck off.
Viewership drops to 2%
No,
of what it
I
was.
mean like there are radio dramas, you know, that are like, because I've listened to a couple of podcasts that are pre-written and then acted out, and it could be amazing, but for me it's missing a little piece of that magic. And I wonder if some of it's because, like, you know, you guys get to hang out with us here, or, you know, like hang out with the other players on their streams. You know, it's like, you know, I don't know. What element of it, of the live experience, is it for you that keeps you coming back to those live improv shows, particularly like, you know, tabletop
Right, ask those
RPGs?
marketing questions. Good job.
Marketing questions. Pure marketing questions. I mean, she was like 5 minutes ago, she was like, I
could
do this
please
for
fill
you.
out
And then
this
immediately
survey.
became a sales staff member.
I genuinely
It's a shield show.
am
You're allowed.
curious.
This is the only time we're
but
allowed to be sales staff.
Okay, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm curious if it's the same as the way I feel. That's all.
Okay, that's
Anyway,
your question.
That's my question.
Whack.
My marketing question is, what would be the thing that you would most like to see Tablestory do in terms of digital content, like release? Like, what would you want us to release to you? Is
Oh
it
my God.
Solmira? Is it Solmira? Do you want to see the Solmira setting and have it available for you at your fingertips, or is it some kind of specific thing that you want? Like,
They're going to ask
what
for
is the-
ZBO season 2, and you're going to hate
Yep.
that you asked this question.
Yep. I have a follow-up question.
They're going to
They're
ask for
gonna
the
hate
end. They're going to
themselves.
ask for the end
They're
of
going to
this
hate
line.
themselves for asking the question.
No. I know we're on a time limit.
Guess
I have a
what
really.
the
I have a
money
question.
amount
I have a
is
question.
to
I have a
make
question. I have a
ZBO2
question. I have a
happen.
question. I have a question.
15K.
I have a question. I have a question. Do not give them an amount, you fool. If it's one thing I've learned from Twitch, it's never put a fucking number down on your pain, or they will hit it. Okay, follow-up question though. So I was considering it would be super neat if we did like, I'm just gonna use Blade Runner for an example. If Blade Runner exists, we ran Blade Runner, but what if we then went back and the cast and I sat down and went, these beats, and then we went and did like an abridged version of Blade Runner that isn't 400 hours long, that is digestible for maybe a new audience that is listening only. And we, you know, kind of did that. We let them redo their, you know, I guess not lines, but kind of improv their way through the beats we've already established. And then the show version is like a rough draft. And then we have a polished like podcast version. Would you guys be interested in that? Or is part of the magic the fact that, you know, Zeke hit the wrong thing and played the worst thing on his
was so
XLR.
good.
It was so good. That shit doesn't happen in a, you know, in a polished
it was
thing.
the most inappropriate possible.
It was so good
dress.
too.
It was like a sexual one. Like, it was so out of place. Oh, God.
It was perfect.
Brad, what's yours?
But yeah, what's yours, Brad?
My question is, if you
Mm-hmm.
if you had to guess in centimeters or inches, how big do you think Wax Stevens' penis is?
Stop it.
If you could
It was
leave
either
that.
or who would you rather kiss, is I thought what you were
If
going to ask. I
you
knew
could
it was going to be
kiss-
inappropriate.
If
Yeah.
you could kiss any character from any Tablestory show, you get one.
Holy
They
shit,
appear and you kiss them and then they vanish again. Which
Oh my
character?
God. I don't
would
even
you
know if I
kiss?
have an answer. Oh, I
Answer
do.
it.
I've got one.
Okay. Are we sharing
bet
this
our-
or is it dangerous?
I bet ours is from the same show, Whack.
Is it?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
What's yours?
You first.
No. I no longer want to play.
Fucking hell.
I no longer want to play this
Fucking hell. No one is ever going to answer it. If we can't answer it, they won't answer it.
It's a fucking slumber party question.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
this is what this is
okay,
now.
yeah.
It's late, it's dark. What it is for me.
Well, that was great.
All right, well,
Let's watch the trailer.
now, yeah. Well, hold on. Because I have to set
Do
a
you
couple,
actually have a guess?
I have to set a couple things up first. So you guys
What is
you
happening?
actually do need to waffle a second.
Okay.
Just for one. So just you
Okay.
just talk amongst yourselves for 1 second here.
Okay. My answer was Connie.
Yeah, mine was my instinct was Lionel, and so that's why I was like, "Oh, it's from the same show."
Yeah.
But I think
Absolutely.
Lionel would scare the shit out of me
Yeah.
if I actually saw him. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is a plus for you.
Yeah. Well, okay.
If it's a serial killer.
We need to go over these options. Hold on. I'm just now realizing I have a problem because my immediate second answer,
Just now.
yeah,
Go ahead.
was
Who's the
Death,
next serial killer?
Death Singer. Oh no!
Oh no! It's like a surprise to you. It's a surprise. Brad and I tease you about this all the fucking time. Why is this a surprise?
Oh, and then a couple characters from Kingmakers, bro. I would absolutely kiss any of those characters. Are you kidding me?
Holy shit!
Oh
Oh,
no.
big surprise. Oh yeah, every villain. Oh,
Yep.
shocker.
Yep.
Shocker. Merg's
Yeah.
like,
What
oh,
is that?
is it Merg's?
Don't
you
answer
might as
that.
well be Merg's and say every fucking monster that's
Yeah,
ever been on a
but
table
hers is
story
monster.
show.
Mine is like, I don't know.
Serial
It's-
killers.
It's not serial killers. It's not that.
Serial killers.
I think it's the weird brain. It's the like weird, I don't know, Drax character in which Kingmakers. Yeah, like honestly, all of the characters in Kingmakers for sure, 100%. You've got to be mad. Like we have the thirst emote from that show for a reason. All of them.
Dude,
There isn't
it
a
is.
single one I wouldn't smooch.
Ladies
What is
and
happening?
gentlemen, please put your hands together for our very special guest speaker,
Please tell me it's Brad in drag.
keynote speaker, Tim Cross. It's Tim Cross here. The best.
I was close.
Tim Cross.
And yet everything he said, by the way, chat, is true. Beard, not bald. I haven't GM'd them. I know of them. God damn it.
Couldn't spray the beard.
Your
couldn't
brain.
do the hair quickly
Your
enough.
fucking brain. No.
Tim Cross. Everybody, hands together, Tim Cross. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Table Story Mid-Year Expo 2025.
The fuck?
It's been a fantastic year for Table Story, with incredible shows such as Don't Die, Defend the Gates, Main Character, Deathless, Draconim, and The Midnight Masquerade. I don't think there were
What
any
about
other
side
standouts. I don't think there were any other standouts. Coming up, we've got a brand new trailer for you. And when I say brand new, I mean brand new. Absolutely brand new content. Much like other corporations, we here at Table Story do not rely on nostalgia to sell tickets to our shows. So, without further ado, here, and you're going to want to play the stream for this, here is the world premiere of the newest addition to the Table Story library, Unknown.
When were you born?
When were you born?
I know you.
I know you, little one.
Your eyes are blue.
Your eyes are blue.
What do you see? What do you see?
I hear you.
I'm not muted. Why didn't you mute me? Why didn't you mute me?
Whatever you are.
yesterday.
You were not this way yesterday.
You are not this way now.
You're not this way now.
You are your perception.
You are currently perceiving.
You are forgotten.
You are remembering.
I'm gonna die.
You are here.
I love this fucking Gone Lo-Fi remix.
Your dice are blue.
Your dice are blue.
Who are we?
But our memories.
An 8 out of 15 on that.
There's a reason I didn't
Nice.
unmute you. That's exactly what I
gonna
wanted. Now, obviously, I've played that trailer for laughs, right?
Yeah.
But let me get into something here real quick.
Okay.
Because when you're building a show, a lot of shows sort of rely on you to put together a mood board, right? You sort of
Yeah.
end up piecing together an idea in your head, and then slowly it comes together. And it's you always need an initial thing, and then you jump off from that. We've been doing shows on Tablestory for a good long while. We're actually coming up on year 10, which is wild. We're not coming up on it, but we are coming up on it. It's
You haven't been here that long. Don't worry, BB.
yeah. You're still
You
young.
got a few years.
You're still young.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What was
Okay.
absolutely wild, right?
Okay.
And amazingly cool for like the writing process for Unknown, right? Is that
Yeah.
I was able to use one of our own shows as an actual inspiration for the process of the writing. Normally, for me, it's just games like Final Fantasy, stories, Lord of the Rings, shit like that. I've just relied on that to just build a show. I actually get to draw inspiration from one of our own shows. Now, I know what you're all thinking. He's talking about Wax Masterpiece, Radioactive Adventure Dinosaurs. But no. You'll be shocked to learn I'm talking about Gone, which was a writing, production, and DMing masterclass from PB that is now 5.5 years old. This music is literally on to keep PB grounded. But it's 5 years old. Here's the thing. What's this show about? Unknown, right? The concept came first, and here's what it is. Here's what we're going to be playing here next week. Tune in for episode 1. The characters are being given a blank character sheet. The good old Friday money spin wheel allows them and you as viewers to unlock piece by piece every element of their character sheet over the 8 weeks of the show. Their name, their stats, their class, their personality
know our
traits,
name?
everything. You don't know nothing. By the way, this is all they know.
Shit.
They don't know nothing. That was the concept for Unknown. It's the first part I came up with. No story, no setting, no hook, nothing. So I had the fucking mechanics of the Shield show, but what about the game? What about the story, right? So then I start looking at like games and movies and shit that are about memory. And I'm looking at shit, Memento, Severance, Soma, right? And then I was like, you know what else was amazing? You know what else is an amazing reference point for this? Gone. I was like, oh my God. I can reference our own stuff in the same way I'm referencing fucking Memento. And I was like, this is cool as shit because we've been around
that's
for a
pretty
while.
cool. Yeah,
and I get
that's
to make
pretty
a
fucking
little
cool.
bit of an homage. I was in that show, but also I really loved it. It was great. I've always been obsessed with it, right? The trailer sort of makes it look like this show's just a direct rip-off of Gone, and it isn't. Just so we're all aware. And for you, PB, it's not like
I don't-
Nibiru.
Yeah. I
but-
mean, it should be. I would love to play in. Anyway.
One of the things that's like weird for me with this is I was like, the parallels have to be in it. Like, I'm putting parallels in there for us all to pick apart. This is the conversation we just had. But, you know, I want to honor the memory loss masterpiece, but also provide a new and original story, right? So I'm hoping I can do that. So from all of us here at Tablestory, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Here's to the 10th year of Tablestory. And wait, what? Oh, there's more? Oh, as a final gift, I have crafted a new t-shirt which is available on the Tablestory merch store.
No.
It is.
Is this real?
Yeah, it is by
What does
Murgles,
it say?
and it is the I'm the Worst Player t-shirt.
Oh my god!
Buy one. I'm going to publish it right now. Purchase
Holy shit.
yours immediately. I think I did that right.
Let me frantically
That's
check.
amazing.
Wait.
Holy shit.
Buy one for your worst player, or if you are the worst player,
Yep.
buy this.
I love
It
that.
is only
I love that
available.
you did it in banana as
It's
well.
only available in like peach banana color because your
Yep.
worst player definitely only wears all black, and we need to highlight the fact that they're the
Yep.
worst player. Maybe they'll learn. So, from all of us here at Tablestory, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Wait, what? That's not all.
Oh my god.
As another little gift, in honor of Gone, and because I spent the last couple weeks reminiscing about how great that show was, let's all honor the show
is it
together.
Oh, God.
What?
Let's all honor the show
How do you know what
together
it is and I
by
don't?
purchasing the Your Eyes Are Blue shirt or mug I commissioned this week from the wickedly talented Catsy Nook as a gift for you, the viewers, but also as a gift to my good friend Pumpkinberry in exchange for the gift of giving me the experience of playing in Gone. I hope I do the memory of the best memory show that we've ever done justice. Tune in for Unknown. We have now got, if you want this on other stuff, look how cool that looks. Dude, how sick is that? It says Your Eyes Are Blue. Then there's a couple of little things on there. Catsy smashed this. Catsy_Nook on Twitch. The design is sick. She came up with, by the way, 8 amazing designs, and it almost killed me. So a bunch of new stuff on the merch store. Merch.tablestory.tv. Whack. Tell me if these are going live right now.
Looks correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's going live right now. And then the mug is going live. PB, any thoughts?
I can't believe you did this to me after yesterday.
I was a bit scared about doing this at all. Because I'm running a memory show. And I was like, man, everyone's just going to be like, this is just Gone. And then also I was like, I'm going to do a little cool Gone piece of merch. And then I was like, what if PB hates it?
No, it's beautiful.
I think it's dope. It's the coolest thing.
It's awesome.
Check it out. Merch.tablestory.tv.
Thank you, Catsy. It looks awesome.
And I've been Tim Cross, and we'll see you at the Tablestory Winter Expo, where Wax Steven will be selling signed pictures of his micro penis. Thank you so much for tuning in
Oh, giveaway.
to non-effort giveaways in the chat, because we're going to be here for another 5 minutes, by the way, because the credits
Oh, yeah.
need to
So,
roll. The
but
don't die
people
credits.
don't know.
Also, you
You need
just
to type-
revealed to Moon where you are.
You need to type !enter so that you get a chance to win the worst player t-shirt that Debiru is giving away. You've got 1 minute. So for those listening, run.
1 minute. The worst player
180
T.
seconds. 180 seconds.
The artwork for that
If I
one.
say 1 minute, they run.
The artwork for the worst player was designed by our very own
Genuinely thought
Murgles.
180 seconds was 1 minute.
No, I didn't.
Murgles
I just thought by
doodled
the
that
time it's gone.
for me. It must have taken her days. And she smashed it. Catsy turned
I need to
this
order
thing
a
around.
pizza.
You need to order a t-shirt. That's what you need. I also ordered the t-shirt in crop top
I'm wearing one of those right now.
because one, I knew PB would wear it,
Yeah.
and two, it kind of made me laugh that it's like forgotten that it's a
Brad.
t-shirt and it's just half a t-shirt.
Brad, should I double attack PB with that last image that I sent you in the
No.
fucking
What
in
is
our Discord
happening?
DMs?
No, don't attack me.
No.
I have.
No,
No, she won't come back. We won't see her again.
We won't come
That
back.
could be the end.
No, no.
That could be the end of her. That could be it for
All
us.
right.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching the show tonight. Thanks for the tips, and hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the new merch. Again, if you want either of these designs on like other merch, let us know, because I honestly just didn't know. I just was like, I guess these things.
I've been promising them a gold beanie. Should
I
I,
know
just
you
do
have.
that too?
I mean, maybe
It's easy. I know exactly what I want to do.
we'll
I'll just
release
do
it
Yeah.
next Friday for the
Yeah. Deal.
for the Gone
Thank
for
you.
premiere of Gone 2. Yeah, let us know if there's anything that you really want. Type it in one of the Discord channels. If you see it in there, thumbs it up so we know that people want it, and maybe we'll put it on different things. I can't. This is one of my questions for the viewers. What do you want?
Yeah.
Because I never know what. Do people want a mug? Do you want a t-shirt? Do you want it on a hat? Do you want it on a hoodie? Winter's kind of coming around. It's still summer. I don't know. So let us know, because we can put the designs on different things for you guys if you want it. And then lastly, new show, Unknown, starts next week. The trailer is played for laughs. It doesn't have anything to do with Gone. It is set in the world of Solmira. The players don't know anything more than you do.
Oh.
And they just found that out, I guess. And yeah, everything is going to be on a giant spin wheel that we're going to unlock their different character sheet traits. Now, I have no idea how that works. It's going to be chaotic, and also I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I've penned something I think is quite fun. So we'll see. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Brad.
Oh, we need to find someone to raid. You know who we should raid? The worst player, and then send him one of these t-shirts.
Yes, do it.
A shirt that I am going to be sending.
No, actually, what you should do, chat, when you go over there and we rate him, you should be like, oh my God, they just released a new merch for you.
Yeah.
And don't tell him what it is.
Yeah, see if he finds it.
Make him look it up.
And then give him like $30 to buy it.
Oh,
You know?
God.
Make him buy it, please. All right.
Also, Piranha brings up a great point. If you have won one of the giveaways, don't forget to go to the redemption link and put in your information there for them so that they can send it to you. So that's at merch.tablestory.tv/redeem.
Okay. Can you redeem yourselves next week for the beginning of our new show, Unknown? Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week or on Sunday for Deathless. Bye, bye,
Yes,
bye.
please.
Thank you,
I think
everybody.
someone's
Bye,
gonna
bye.
die.
Okay,
Please come
but
watch
they
the
can't.
episode.
It's called Deathless.
No, I know, but I think they're gonna.
All right, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.